Scar's over there. Hey, everybody, all the gamers.
Yeah.
Okay, Scar's over there. He's on phone call. He's gonna send his mango last night.
So I'm throwing some shit away.
Because she left the tower.
Yeah.
And so they had to go.
Yeah, Shell did it.
And it's Chad. He'll figure it out.
We have 6, that's enough. Yeah. Wow. That's been a point of contention. She threw out of envision, dude.
There's actually not that many people playing.
There's 15 people.
You get fucked up. You have bracket tomorrow.
7 Mafia? She could have stayed with
7 Mafia. Extreme. Dante must die mode.
Just trying to help you.
What time is bracket?
Wait, how many Mafia are there?
Bracket starts at 11:30 tomorrow.
I'm gonna help him out.
You're not gonna make him feel bad.
Alright, ready?
I gotta make sure the slide
A little bit didn't hurt nobody.
Okay, so you're 15 players. It's gonna be 3 Mafia, 1 medic, 1 detective, 1 vigilante. The medic can save themselves. These are the rules. 1 kill power for Mafia at all times. Okay. Yes, Shab?
This Ace is Mafia.
Ace is Mafia.
Or is it a red card?
I'm gonna explain that pretty soon.
Yeah,
You said 3 Mafia?
There are 3 Mafia. Scar is going to play. I'm going to leave his card right here. This is his seat. And he's on a phone call right now. It'll be like last time with Mango. It's going to get pretty spicy. Okay, let's hope he's just down, huh? Alright. So, shuffle these.
How many kills do we get?
1 kill. Alright. Ludwig. Here we go. Don't sit so low. It's your card, Ludwig.
You playing Mafia?
Yeah.
I don't want fucking cheaters. I don't want scammers. I want a clean game. This is Scar's fault.
Gotta do the poker, dude.
Yeah, you just if you know the card.
Oh,
Go into your
I
drum.
Yeah, do you have to do that in Yu-Gi-Oh? You want to check the face down card?
You like fold up the corner toward you.
Love it. Look that thing up. Look that thing up.
Or just have no.
He's being a dork. He's not helping me out.
That's huge.
That's
a huge.
Don't even
That's
look.
a power play, dude.
Don't even look.
Alright, I'm gonna explain cards.
You tell me what I'm doing.
I'm gonna explain cards.
I assume.
I'm gonna explain cards. If you got an ace, you're Mafia. Everyone know what Mafia does? If you got a king, you're the detective. You can choose 1 person to check every night, and I'm not using a visual aid this time. This means you're Mafia. That's the detective symbol.
Who are you talking to, us or you?
Me.
No.
If you, this
No.
means.
This should be good
Oh, God,
like
here we
town.
go.
This is bad like Mafia.
See, this is the issue. That's the issue.
I'll get
Just
you.
make an ad.
Just say it.
Fuck
Say
you,
it.
Shab.
He's Mafia.
Yeah, just do it. Hey,
Say it.
Shad.
He's
town.
Come on, just do a T or an M.
This is Mafia.
Hey.
So easy.
This is Villager.
Okay, fuck.
Alright, there's so many levels.
If you got the queen, you're the medic. You are allowed to save yourself in this game, but you cannot save the same person twice in a row, including yourself. If you got the jack, you're the vigilante. You can kill 1 person a night, and I won't make jokes so everyone laughs. And you can use your bullet 1 time only. You don't have to use it, and that's the game. I'm waiting for Ludwig, Anders Gaming, to send an email.
Did you look up that lady's name?
Yeah, it's Wanda.
Her name is Wanda?
That's
Yeah,
like
and
me
she
when
is a
I
babe.
was a girl.
Is this blind for Twitch chat?
My name is Juan.
Right.
Yeah, that's an important factor.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Totally.
I want to learn.
Slime.
Slime.
or Juanita?
I'm gonna,
It's so funny when it's
Everyone
blind.
know
Everyone's
that-
like, oh, that guy's
Slime.
dead.
They know.
Mine's going.
Hey, do you guys know your roles? Because he's about to take the card.
What's the 11?
Apparently, if I
I'll
was
take your
born
cards
girl-
after the first
Right.
night.
Good one,
Not the
dude.
first
You
night,
already
the
fucked
first
it.
reveal.
Oh,
Is
That's
it blind
weird.
for Twitch chat or is this?
That could be your name.
Hey,
I'll just
production.
go.
Can we run it blind for Twitch chat?
Spoiler free?
We run it blind.
Spoiler free. You thought. Twitch.
Yeah, you thought.
That's
That's funnier. It's funnier because everyone thinks they know everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone did actually.
Yeah.
Scar, you're right there.
Is there 14 people?
You're 2 seats away from me.
How many people are there?
15 players.
15.
3 Mafia.
3 Mafia,
Mafia.
1 kill power.
You're 2 seats away from me, Bobby.
Damn, that's kind of hard for Mafia.
Yeah, it is.
I thought
For
it was,
us.
Last time we played 4 Mafia.
We're still gonna fucking lose.
All right, we're gonna do this. All right, everyone. Production ready?
No,
Yeah,
no,
3 Mafia, 1 kill power.
I'm gonna make sure I don't work.
So we have
Which
one
is-
kill.
That's good.
Us as Mafia.
I didn't
Get
know how
1
many
kill.
kills.
Town actually also has 1 kill.
1.
That's true.
Plus,
There's 3 of us.
Vigilante also has 1 kill. Everyone has 1 kill. Huh?
All right, everyone got really tired,
not.
and they all went to sleep. Heads down. 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 If you are Mafia, raise your head. Mafia, all raise your head. Mafia, put your heads down. If you are the detective, which is a king card, raise your head. Detective, head down. If you are the medic, which is a queen card, raise your head. Medic, head down. And if you're the vigilante, which is a jack, raise your head. Vigilante, head down. And then everyone woke up. Heads up.
What's up, guys?
We got a hat or what?
Subreddit.
Axe, why don't you start?
Sure. So, day one, it's like pretty impossible to tell who's who, but everyone needs to talk, pretty much. So, like, I think it's important to kind of just like pass the hat around and everybody just say some words, you know, so we get some information, just see how people, things like that. So, like, pretty much everybody needs to talk day one so we can like get the ball rolling.
Axe power moves.
Yeah.
Instead of
go,
getting,
Brandon.
like when everyone talks, I'd rather not hear, oh, I'm vibing off this, or I'm down as fuck, or this guy's sus, because that, you don't know shit. I'd rather hear what's the best approach to get the most information off day one. What's the best approach? How do you think we can extract information on day one?
Yeah, we talked about this last night, me and Shab, and Sean, you were there too.
Yeah.
One thing that I think would be cool is if we could get an honest assessment of people's strengths, so we know at least what you think you're good at.
Nigga said honest and Mafia.
For example, no, this transcends Mafia. This is about what you think you're good at in general. For example, I have godlike logic. My reads may not be perfect, but my logic is sick. So if I say I have some logic to share with you, I hope that you listen. But if I get emotional and think that I have solved the whole case, definitely doubt me.
Okay.
What do you sick at, Mango?
What's that?
What are you sick at? What do you think is your greatest strength?
I think I'm just good at.
What do you
swaying
bring to
people.
town?
Huh? No, I think I just I convince people.
You're good at poking people too, like
Yeah.
putting them under pressure.
You're a poker.
I'm not
Big
applying
poker.
pressure all day. I just want to say I'm town. Get that out of the way.
Fuck yeah.
I feel like that adds nothing though.
Say
Here.
town.
It's
Yeah,
like
no,
it's
I
like
get
the
it, but,
AA thing.
you know,
I don't think it takes
everyone
away
can say
anything.
they're
It doesn't
down.
take
It's like the
I
AA.
don't think it takes away anything.
Hi, my name is Mango.
My name is Children, and I'm
I
town.
feel like
Mango.
everyone can just say, I'm down.
Yeah, but some people don't say it. I'm just
Where's Dunn?
blend it
Dunn's
out
the
there.
leader and saying
So if you think
I'm
I'm lying, you can think about it.
Yeah.
Wait, is
like
Dunk,
that.
is Dunk playing?
Is Dunk here? I haven't seen him all day.
He disappeared.
His Dunk
Not
was
one
here. I
Monday?
think he's working on his thing for
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, with strengths? I don't know. I guess
Range
body language cues. If you act funny, I'm gonna call you out.
Brandon, earlier I remember you were like saying sort of like some frustrations with Mafia, but I think the fact that you have those might actually help the game in this case. What was
I don't know that, but it definitely does usually. So.
what's like the most like the worst thing you think the village does that like screws it over?
They just all think they're right. I don't know shit. None of us know anything. This is.
Yeah, Brandon's really
Huh?
I say your strength is
It's just like if you guys have a hot take,
Honesty.
don't act like it's the right thing. You know, like his strength is convincing. We gotta let others know, cause like I don't know if even myself, cause I be doing it too. Like, oh, you moved wrong. You Mafia. Like I still gotta like convince you all that we all gotta be like, we gotta work together, and then like, this is a start. Just the fact that I'm able to talk and no one's talking over me is a plus. So just like little shit like that, we're like grown ass men here. So we
That's
gotta,
my fucking roomie.
we gotta act like it. So who you want to?
Yeah.
My bad.
I got 2 beers on the ground here, so you gotta catch that. Make sure. I'm not saying you didn't.
I got perfect hands. I will say that I think, Brandon, you brought up a good point, is that sometimes if you're like too buddy with another town, I feel like sometimes like Mafia picks up on that, and they're like, all right, this guy's like super town, this guy's buddy, these guys are doing too much, they're in cahoots, and they knock them.
Right.
So I'd be like wary of being a little too buddy, and also be wary of your neighbors, because Leffen fucked me hard. And he was my neighbor and I trusted him.
Fraser.
10 minutes till my time.
Another thing that we talked about last night, like me and Bobby, a lot of people always want to talk about, oh, who's confirmed town. I don't think that's good, because once someone is confirmed town,
Mafia is an easy target.
Yeah, we
Mafia
confirmed Leffen
instantly
in that
goes
first
after
game,
it,
and just
because
kind of
town
like-
will never go after this.
Yeah.
Fuckloads, yeah.
You leave the people that will cause chaos, that are 50-50, that you're iffy about, and town never goes after confirmed town. So you don't want everybody to agree that somebody's confirmed town.
Let's have a code word.
Don't tell the Mafia.
One of the interesting things about the way that we play Mafia is like you can consider the things that people are saying for the content that they're providing, and also for the overall impression that they're giving the group at large. And I think it's important not to discount the impression that you're getting from people. So sometimes like the logic might, you know, quote unquote make sense, but there's only so much information that we're actually going off of at the end of the day. And like, I think, Brandon, you're right, like we don't really know that much. Like sometimes we do have to go off of our instincts,
Right.
and we do have to make plays in order to make progress throughout the game. But I just like, in specific response to what you were saying, like sometimes it is valuable to see the other people in the group, what their thoughts are on who they trust. Like I do think there is value to that.
Yeah.
I think another thing is, as far as like body language, like he was talking about, like you have to be a little bit careful with that, because yeah, it could indicate if someone's acting weird that they're Mafia, but they could also be a power rule, and if we gang up on them, we could get rid of one of our power rules really early, which is obviously bad. So just be careful with like the whole body language thing. Like if you have like a super hard read and you're convinced for some reason, then you can like go on that, but like we don't want to like put the whole game on that, basically. Like we don't want to rely on just body language for the whole game, because then we might be screwing
Can I say
ourselves.
something real quick? So if that happens to where we do, instead of debating it, if we all get to a point where this you can disagree with me if you want, but if we get to a point where we're just talking about killing one person, and we're debating it, let's just kill them off rip. And I'm saying that because there's no point in arguing it if we know, because people are like, well, natural selection, he'll just die anyway. Like, no, that's how they come back. So just if you feel, if I'm saying as a collective, if we all feel like someone needs to go, then just don't argue, just get rid of it.
Yeah, I agree with that actually, because I've seen a lot of times where a Mafia, well, pretty much like town will accuse someone who they think is Mafia, and they're just like, you know, we should kill this person, why we should kill this person, and they debate a lot about it. And then somehow I see it get deflected at the last minute and then kill someone else, and that's happened a lot.
A lot.
So that's why I agree with what Brandon said.
It's like if you're sure, then if everyone's sure, let's just end it.
That's a good one. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like vibes is a part of the progression of the game. I just don't like vibes in the beginning, because like as you get to know the players that you're around, then you get a bigger or better sense of their vibe and if they're acting weird and stuff like that. So vibes is vital at some point. I just don't like it in the beginning. That's why like when everyone goes around, I'm town, whatever. The second thing was that we can decide to pass today just because Mafia only has 1 kill power. There's 3 of them. There's 15 of us, right? So like we don't have to go for it right now. We don't have to rush it. It's not like
We don't got nothing to go off of.
yeah, it's not like
There's
getting
no
one
point.
Mafia kill immediately gets away another kill power, and it's much better for us. And the third thing was that I want the full circle thing. There's a bunch of people that haven't spoke yet. We can either speak about what's your strengths, or what do you think is the best approach on day 1 to get information
Probably
Like
running out
I
of
want to
time
go
for
full circle. We can start after.
Wait, Zach had his hand up.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, we'll go. We'll just go.
Ginger
Zach.
Zoe.
Zach around? Zach around?
Let's
Yeah, to
go
anyone
around.
who hasn't
Starting
talked
with
yet.
Zach and
Yeah,
Juan
Zach
and
around.
going
I'm down for
this
that.
way, clockwise.
Okay.
I dig it.
Oh.
Lydia hasn't.
Alright, I was just gonna say that I think my strengths are picking up on people's nervous habits, very subtle nervous habits like leg shakes, finger movements. You know, I'm not talking a lot. When other people are talking, I'm usually watching other people and how they're responding. So, yeah, just want to say that.
I would say my strengths are focusing on facts. That's usually what I say last time. Like,
It's Mafia. You know it's not facts in Mafia.
oh, there's like a data, like whether or not you voted for someone.
It's so facts, dude.
So the thing that I was speaking with Scar in the tent 2 days ago, I think after the first game of Mafia, was the fact that when two people are like really having a big fight, kind of yelling at each other, example being like Ludwig and Scar.
They don't have to bring in examples, but
Yeah, it's just so prominent.
Big fan logo.
The likelihood of someone being Mafia and getting into an argument that's that heated at that case, I feel like if you're in Mafia, you don't want to draw attention to yourself. So like, if you notice two people like really going at each other's throats because
Yeah.
they both want to prove each other right, they're usually on the same side.
Mafia
and
wants
they're-
to let that situation play out.
and they're
5
almost
minutes
always
of my
down.
time.
So just make sure if that happens, hopefully someone points out, wait a minute, you guys doing that thing that H-Box said earlier. That's going to be a thing that might really indicate who might be town. Then again, someone can hear that and play it off, but usually that's not the case. Like 95% of the time, it's two townspeople. That's what
For
I've
sure.
noticed.
Speed run.
speed run, 30 seconds.
I think like keeping things like focused and on track is like very important because like what Brandon was saying earlier is anytime you like let the game drag out, then you give more opportunities for like Mafia to deflect the decision that was going to be made. So like Axe was saying like, oh, we like sit and argue about like who's gonna get killed, but like you can't do that. So I think like just making sure that you're like very focused and like don't divert the attention to like other people to interrupt and like you make quick decisions after every round. I think that's a way better way to go about it. Is it? Do we skip along?
I mean, you
If
can
you
talk
wanna go,
if
like,
you want to say something, Richie.
How
You
much
say
time is
strengths
left?
are good approaches at the beginning.
Slot time?
Okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
we
till
can
next
come
time.
back to the
3:30
people
till
that.
my time. 3 minutes 30 seconds.
I think my strengths as far as Mafia goes, I made some good reads these past couple days, but I also made some bad reads. But something I'm trying to work on that I'm going to try to make a strength is like, I was talking to Bobby recently, and he was talking, not even the concept of Mafia, but like, there's a lot of people in the world that they're not willing to consider the possibility that they're wrong. So I'm really trying to consider the possibility that I'm wrong before I assert the fact that I'm right. I think that's actually important for everybody to do. Like, consider other possibilities, even if there's a fight going on between two people or there's like one common thread. Often everyone's ignoring like some other obvious thing if you take a step back.
You're probably wrong, but so are we.
Exactly.
So it's all wrong. I get you.
It's such a civil
Yeah.
game, Mafia.
Also,
Yeah, this is kind of nice.
if
You
you
ever
have
said
an
shit snowing?
idea for an
Okay,
approach,
well,
also.
I think my strength specifically would just be that I can listen to everyone and see what they're saying. And hopefully, like catch on people saying the same thing twice, anything like that. And I guess I played a lot of Town of Salem, so I could hopefully use skills that I used in that. But other than that, I think it's pretty hard to tell who's Mafia at this point. And just keep looking at like faces and kind of what they're doing, and that's pretty much it.
What would you say is the biggest skill you've learned from Town of Salem?
Yeah, what's applicable to Mafia?
Well, I mean they're the same game pretty much. Other
You
than,
name one skill.
Get slim! I think just being able to look at people's defenses and see exactly what they're talking about, it can tend to be good in terms of like whether or not to vote someone off.
So this is my third game of Mafia. The first one I won. The second one I was eliminated pretty early. So I didn't have that much experience. I think during my first game, I was kind of just sitting around and watching people and trying to figure out how the game worked. And everyone was kind of going off of vibes and also shouting over the hat. So this is different from what I've seen. But I think, like, I don't know if it's that big of a benefit, but I think my piercing honesty can be helpful in trying times, Brandon, you know. But I also, like, yesterday when I was giving my defense, a lot of people said that they believed me once they actually heard me talk, you know, but it had kind of been decided at that point. Other than that, I mean, I think I can think about things pretty logically. Like, yesterday I was watching and everybody in the game agreed that Bananas was Mafia and that he should die, right? And there were 4 people who all thought it, and then they were like, well, let's kill somebody else anyway. I would push so hard, be like, are you kidding me? Everyone knows that he's Mafia, just kill him.
1 minute.
So I would push for logical plays like that, and that's what I bring to the town.
The quick thing before I pass to you is just an approach thing is that if you notice inconsistencies from game to game, if someone played one game differently and then the next game they're playing, like, that's not like them. That's like a big red flag. And also deflecting. You notice when you put pressure on somebody, they start talking about somebody else instantly when they get mad or something. That's just a bad sign. It's generally a bad way.
25 seconds.
That was literally what I was about to say, bringing up deflecting. Like, just noticing whenever someone gets accused and they're like, yeah, but he did so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, so I agree with deflecting. I was a little iffy on what Brandon said, like, if everyone thinks that someone's Mafia, just kill them straight up. I was like, I don't know about that.
Well, I feel you. Well, I say that because, like, you just don't want to, like, have those tangents where we're just talking about
I changed
it.
my mind after the hat started to go around, but I think progression is, like, good.
All right, heads down. That's nighttime. Heads down. Okay. If you are Mafia, raise your head. Mafia have 1 kill power this round, and all rounds. Who would you like to kill? Mafia heads down. Detective, heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective, head down. Medic, heads up. Medic, heads up. Who would you like to save? Medic, head down. And Vigilante, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Vigilante, heads down. Everyone wake up, except homemade waffles.
Signed off getting raw at Mafia now. I'm getting so raw.
Too much sense.
He's too fucking real.
I'm getting so raw.
It's too obvious
Johnny
he's
first
down.
night.
Yeah.
He's basically confirmed town.
Yeah.
Without anybody saying he's confirmed.
Yeah, he was 100% town.
Can I get the hat?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just getting my shit.
I gotta bring this up. Yeah, I heard an extremely obvious chair creak and ruffle during Mafia from you.
Grimy tactic. Grimy
Hey.
tactic.
I mean,
Wait, that's been done to me before.
Huh?
That's been done to me before.
Yeah, it's just
How's
still
that
grimy.
grimy?
It's still kind of
it's
grimy.
definitely like fair.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
no,
can,
it's fair.
Everyone's done that.
People like listen while they have their heads.
Yeah.
I just want to make
Not
sure,
like-
like, that was just you.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what to say other than like I move. You know, everybody moves when they sleep, right?
I didn't
If
move.
I have
I stay
my
perfect still. I'm so
I stay very still.
Tell us more.
okay. I mean, like, I don't know what to say other than like I move. Like, if I have my head like this and I like move in my seat.
Show of hands. Who else moved at nighttime?
If you could imagine what you heard translated into motion, could you act it out?
Yeah.
Imagine.
I heard this.
Imagine Santa Claus carrying a bag of very, very light leaves in the snow, and you can't hear a thing. He takes one step
So many
forward.
details.
So
Just make the noise with your mouth.
And then one of these.
That's what you heard?
So you feel like you made a
It's a
move
creep.
like a
Oh, I
That was
cranked
great.
my neck to the left.
I mean,
It was like a.
I mean, I wouldn't even have to make
Yeah,
that
I'm
adjustment
crack
to
my
like,
lip
do
with my
something
neck
that's
long.
I was just like this.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have
I
any
itch my
defense
head.
other than like if I adjust my
I know.
chair, like you can go ahead and tell me it, like that would be it. But-
Jesus, I'm not even going that far yet.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like I have no like defense in that situation other than like I adjusted my chair.
Yeah, I feel like we shouldn't harp on that too much. It's just like
add
it
to the data.
could be right. I don't know. I feel like we talk about better
You
things.
feel dirty winning that way.
Yeah.
It's not even like if
That's
it's
fine.
right and it's dirty. That doesn't even matter. I feel like we discussed better things than this right now.
I feel like it's fair in the sense that like if you hear someone like
it's
continue
fine that you
to
did that, and
move,
if you apply pressure to you and you start cracking, and then it's just like, all right, we got it. But I didn't get a feel for that.
I feel dirty winning that way, but I've also heard some people in past games that were Mafia when I heard them move.
Yeah,
Thank you, because it's
yeah.
I've heard it too. I just didn't say it.
So like yeah, it's like a dirty way to win, but like it's part of. Unfortunately, it's like you know part of like the game because we're gonna hear people. So like it is something to consider.
There's skill involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
just worried about how much time we spend on it.
yeah, I agree with that. But like, if we have no other info at all,
That's what I'm saying.
then it's
What would you rather
something to
spend time on?
consider. But like, I wouldn't put it up there on like the priority list of like shit we should think about. Brandon dying is super obvious. That gives us like nothing because I think if he's like such a real person that if he's Mafia, it's gonna be super obvious that he's like trying to hide something or whatever. And then that time he was just like keeping it real as always. So we again don't have that much to go off of. So I'm trying to think of like productive ways to like get more info.
I
5
say,
minutes.
I say this every time.
Yeah.
When should cop come
About
out?
to say,
Because
I know
I
you're
don't
gonna
want
say.
cop to die from RNG. Like, oh, they picked that guy was cop. We never got any info. I think 2 checks, and then we save them for the 3rd check. I think 2 checks is fine.
Yeah,
Sean.
So tomorrow.
Yeah.
I said the last game too, but like, if Cop was somehow looking to find Mafia round 1, I actually think that sacrificing Cop for Mafia isn't too bad. Otherwise, I agree with you in that 2 checks.
Yeah, I think 2 checks is fine, especially when there's 3 Mafia, 1 kill power.
But do you agree that if Cop found Mafia already, should he out himself?
You're saying on the first check he found Mafia?
Only if he found Mafia. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah, no, I say if you found Mafia first check, go for it.
Should we ask for that now?
Well, the thing is,
Because-
it's not saying
okay.
cop reveal himself. If
Shut up.
cop got Mafia, yes, it's the same.
No. That's what I'm saying. Though,
Yeah.
right? Like, obviously, wanting the cop to reveal themselves so the Mafia can kill them, obviously a bad idea.
Yeah.
But if he
If
found
you
a
found Mafia
Mafia,
first check,
it's
yes.
literally a fair trade. So
Yeah.
I'll ask, if cop is here and they found a Mafia, say something. Otherwise, say nothing. Okay, so cop checked someone that was done.
Yeah.
Did you do the math?
Huh?
Did you do the math?
Math for what? It's 3 out of
Just
15.
like thinking about.
Yeah, it's 1
The
in 5.
odds?
1 in 5.
I
Or
think
1 in
It's just
3.
like okay, so say
like fair.
it's like if you play it out, right? Cop found Mafia, we lynch Mafia.
Cop dies.
Or 1 in 2.5, I guess.
Medic probably can save
Yeah,
one night.
yeah.
You get another check.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, but
I
why
don't know, I
play
guess
the
it
odds
just-
when you have a guarantee?
yeah.
If there's a.
I would
Yeah.
say
3 Mafia, then yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say cops should play it by ear. You know.
But the thing is, he could randomly die. If he got guaranteed Mafia already, I just
Why-
be
why
down
waffles?
It's worth
Yeah.
it.
to take him out.
Yeah, 100%.
To get
But I'd take
Especially
it by
when
ear.
it's 3
Couldn't
and
he
we
come
bullet
out
him.
early now and Medic can just keep saving
no.
Cop?
No,
No,
they
no,
can't save twice in a row.
Yeah.
That'd be a broken game.
Yeah, that would be super broken.
Yeah. Then
Go
first
on,
day
night-
I'm
yeah,
top.
night 0.
Boom, save.
Caleb. Caleb.
Alright.
Is that what you have to say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right there.
I think at this point, like, do we feel like we should start lynching today? I still feel like I'm happy that we've gone with the approach of like a much more civilized discussion, but I also feel like I have so much less information.
Yeah.
This feels like one of the games where the
Let's
control
start-
is
Yeah,
like everyone's
right now,
Yeah.
it's,
That's
it's
what it feels
like
like.
Start calling
better,
people
like,
out.
There's just a lot less pressure. We just need pressure.
This sucks.
Yeah, so we either need to like start pressuring.
Let's
or,
just talk about vibes then. Fuck it.
Yeah,
like
let's
we
talk about
always
vibes.
do.
I guess
We got nothing
sure.
else.
Anybody got vibes?
Sure.
Zach's got vibes.
That's kind of it.
Snowy.
Yo.
Why have you been moving your leg?
Yes, since the beginning of the game, I noticed that as well.
I had. Oh, can I have the hat?
I've got that kind of
Get
feel.
real
Whoa,
sad.
whoa,
He's like,
wait, whoa.
"Gotta-
Yeah, I believe that.
Right, I got shaky legs.
Since I've sat here, I've had shaky legs. I just have like a problem with shaky legs.
Since you seen the card, or
No.
Can you make your legs sit still?
If your car was different, would the leg be different?
Sort of.
But you're uncomfortable
Like
now.
I'm uncomfortable, yeah.
Then keep
Because I
doing
wanna.
it.
Yeah. But
Are you
I'm
Mafia?
down. No, I'm not Mafia.
Well, are you using your strengths effectively?
No.
Do you think even if you were town that you're useful to town, to us?
2 minutes till night time.
Oh shit! All right, we gotta make moves. We gotta make moves.
Eventually.
Mango, king of reeds.
Eventually.
Go.
Yeah, come around. Alright,
What you feeling?
I'm down.
You said earlier that I'm trying to play different. I usually just go town as fuck and I die.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to play a more.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just-
read.
I have
sus.
I have a lot of reads.
Tell me.
I think you're sus.
Ooh.
I agree. This is the most I've ever seen you talk in a game ever.
That's what I was thinking.
Ever.
That's what I was
When
thinking.
I'm Mafia, I play hella lay low,
When
let
you're
the big talkers
Mafia,
talk.
when you're Mafia, you never
that's
talk.
the easy way.
And I think you're trying to mind game and play different. I'm not super set on you, but you've been talking a lot, which is weird. That's all. You've actually been running. You're actually the
Yeah,
town
that's shit you
leader
said
right
the
now.
most.
This guy's literally. When has he ever been town
Yeah,
leader?
Chef's on there as well.
So,
That's a little sus.
I'm not like set on you. I wouldn't vote for you right now, but I think that you've been talking a lot.
Yeah.
Which is out of character, but I guess that's like where the mind games come in.
Play the Red Bull vodka. I mean Monster vodka.
Oh.
Cut the string.
That's hella
So yeah, I
sus.
just think
Drink vodka.
I have like a few other susses, but like just based on like you even said it like how people play in different ways, like
I'm looking
changing
for
up-
inconsistency.
changing up their style. Like,
Yeah.
I just think you're a little out of character,
Yeah,
but not
it makes
enough. Like
sense.
I have no.
I agree with that. It makes sense.
1 minute.
So like that's like my hard read. It's just you've been a little different.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna give it to you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I have some susses. I think you've been talking way more than I have.
So we're all on that then.
Yeah, I think we all think that. Scar is being hella quiet for being Scar. Every Mafia game I've ever seen you play, you're off the wall. And you even told me that, like, if I'm Mafia, I just shut down. I can't say anything. I'm too honest of a person. I can't do it. And I'm just, like, I'm trying to pick out the. It seems a little odd. And then when Mango also accused Shab, I looked right at you and you were like, I don't know. And it's like, well, we all agree. It seems kind of weird. Also, Aiden's super nervous. There's that. And then you're like bouncing. That's all I got.
Okay.
Damn, let's fucking
That's
go,
what I was
Ginger.
like,
So the reason I've been talking more is because me and Bobby talked a lot yesterday and last night
30
about
seconds.
our whole approach to the game. And I just want to spread what we talked about.
Tell
to
us
the
more
whole group.
about you and Bobby.
And I was telling Bobby how he's too emotional. He talks over everybody and doesn't let other people talk, and the people that are quiet don't get a chance to talk. And I feel like he's taking that to heart, and that's why he talks less.
So you changed Bobby Scar in one conversation.
I'm always changing. Reddit changed me. The people constantly change me. And I think that's. I have a good feeling about Shab personally, even though he is playing super different, just because we have talked about it, and I feel like
10,
we're literally talking about
9.
it.
Are we?
Are
I
we
think our only
productive
reason.
Shab?
Are we going on it? Or are we
I'm kind of down.
Are we going on it or are we not? That's all we gathered tonight. Two.
No.
Exactly. I think Shab.
We need to do something.
All right. I want to say.
Do we need to do something though?
I'm,
To win the
I'm
game,
not,
yes, we do.
I'm not convinced yet on
Eventually,
Shad,
yeah.
but I might be down. If we have to kill someone today, I might be down to kill Snowy.
I'm down. I'm actually down with Snowy too, just because.
Should we?
Shad defended him, so there might be a little sus trying to.
Show of hands. Should we kill someone today?
Have him defend himself, but then actually like react to his defense as opposed to just agreeing to kill him.
Yeah.
Is that your first game, Snowy?
Yeah, just
So we have no
Okay.
data on you previously anyway.
All right, I motion to kill Snowy.
Motion to kill Snowy, seconded by Scar.
Okay,
So
so
just to hear your defense.
Alright, so he was actually attacking me, not defending me. He was telling me that I had the nervous leg syndrome and why I was doing that. So I know what, if he is Mafia, he's either trying to get me killed or,
Their voice is
I don't
so
know.
shaky.
So, huh?
Don't talk.
My voice is shaky, yeah, but I'm town.
You're taking too much shit from Leffen for this.
I mean, we also
Yeah,
did just
Leffen-
talk about deflections, and you immediately like started talking about Zach. Like that was the first thing.
No, not Zach. I was. Wait.
Oh, I thought
no,
you said
he-
because
Zach
Zach called out.
Zach
your-
pointed it out, but no, didn't you?
To be fair, he
I was
was.
just wondering if you.
When you get accused, you want to respond to the direct
That's how he defend himself.
Oh, but he said the person that called out.
Wait, let's know.
Yeah. So Zach called me out, and then he added onto it. But that kind of makes me sus of them in exchange because I don't know. It just seems like we're talking like the same amount. Not Shab, but me, Ginger, and SFAT are kind of not talking as much as others. But I mean, I definitely see why I would be seen as Mafia, but I'm not in town.
All right.
Kill tonight? I don't know if we want to kill tonight.
I mean, we gotta stop jerking it.
Yeah, we gotta stop
Can't
jerking.
drink it
We're
forever.
being way too silly.
All right.
Let's
Heads down.
Let's get a little nasty.
There are
You're right,
14
Espen.
players. We need 8
But it wasn't the
votes
best
to
defense.
kill Snowy.
And he's not the
Everyone
most
heads
useful
down.
team.
If you would like Snowy to be killed, raise your hand. Heads up. That's 10 votes. Snowy is dead.
Shit, now I gotta play Jason.
So we are going to bed. We're going
Wait,
to bed
can we
right
check
now.
who didn't vote
Can
before?
we check it in vote real quick?
That's open information.
No votes, raise your hand.
Alright.
Raise your hand
No
if you
votes,
voted.
no votes.
Raise your hand if you didn't vote
Did
for
not
Snowy.
vote.
There were
If you
10
didn't.
votes.
So it's Aiden,
Aiden, $100
Max,
bucks.
3.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Everyone, heads
If you want
down.
me to justify, oh,
It's nighttime. Hey, jump. If you are Mafia, raise your heads. Who would you like to kill? Mafia, heads down. Detective, heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective, heads down. Medic, heads up. Who would you like to save? Medic, heads down. And Vigilante, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Vigilante, heads down. Everyone wake up, but except SFAT, he didn't wake up. He was brutalized in his sleep.
This song's so baller.
With a mace.
Fucking duh.
Damn, poor guy, dude.
I'm sorry,
Insane.
Zach.
It was insane.
Good luck.
That makes sense.
You turned on Revenge of the Sith.
You want it again?
Against the building and hear shit.
Again.
What the hell, Chef?
Damn, dude.
I'm not afraid.
Let people talk.
I'm not afraid.
Two things. One, H-Box, did you hear him move again?
No.
No Santa Claus leaf bag?
No. I wasn't here
Okay,
for
that
something.
was just more of a joke. Second thing, I want to hear people that didn't speak that round.
Okay.
Kalindi, Rishi,
Toph.
Ginger said
Ginger
something,
talked.
right?
Ginger
Tough
talked.
didn't speak, and Ludwig didn't speak, please.
And I have something. I have something after
Alright.
this.
I'm down to make the power play this early.
What are you?
Cops?
Okay, who's your
Yes.
check?
Baby. Night 1, I checked him because he was talking a lot and it was different from the last time. He's town.
Okay.
Night 2, checked Aiden.
Okay.
Mafia.
So you
Oh!
Because
You fucker.
because he said
Listen to the sound.
because he said
The sound.
not because anything wants it.
I'm sorry.
Because he said, go ahead and kill me. And I think that's like a red flag of being Mafia saying, go ahead and kill me.
Yeah.
Alright,
So,
I motion to kill him.
No.
Wait,
Let's talk.
Oh,
Fine.
Let's talk.
Mafia, I got your
You're
house.
so on it, dude.
Let's go.
Come on.
He's dead. Because I believe him.
Yeah.
Why? He's cool.
Yeah.
So,
When he's gonna play like that.
so we'll just use our day. We'll kill him at the end. Let's just
Yeah.
start. So he's dead. Let's
Let's
talk.
talk.
So we're wrong about Shep. Sorry about that.
Sorry, Doug.
So you were speaking. As a
Shep,
town, we
I
all
apologize.
apologize. That's a good call.
Who's sick, Chef?
I think
Yeah,
you're
that was smart shit.
I think you're a sick cop.
Good early review.
So medic, if you didn't save Kalindi, you can save him again, and we can have Kalindi check somebody.
Nice.
So I say we spend this day thinking who we want to check. Kalindi gets saved unless for whatever reason he got saved last night, but
I feel like we'll decide on who to check at the end of the day after we all talk.
yeah,
right?
but let's just use this day and let's start
But
seeing who we should have.
that's the
Kalindi
goal
check.
of the day.
He's
Yeah.
dead, and he's not even trying to defend himself. So we just.
I thought I had to be tossed the hat.
He's dead.
You're out of here, dude.
He's dead.
Let's not let Mafia talk.
So yeah, let's spend this day thinking who we want to
Good shit, Kalindi.
check. So let's just. I think we spend our day on that.
Smart check.
Don't
You saved my
sidetrack.
ass.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, so there's a few things. So one, I think it's better to give Kolindi options on who to check,
Yeah.
and he can decide of those people to check,
Yeah.
rather than just saying like, hey, Mafia, this is the person that we're gonna have him check.
Who do we not want to check?
Yeah,
is
I
the
always
important
say you
thing.
should give them three options,
Three options
but
is
don't
good.
tell us which one of the three you're gonna pick.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, I still want to hear from people who didn't vote.
Yeah.
Which is
Yesterday.
H-Box.
it was also He didn't.
If you need,
That's
if
another-
you need
I told you why.
if you
That's
need
next level,
justification,
though.
we're not voting.
And then-
Moffin not
I'm just
voting?
literally out of
And
it.
then in the interest
Yes.
of making sure everyone is contributing, so far I feel like the least contribution we've heard is generally from this corner.
I was gonna say that corner.
Yeah.
At the same
So
time,
that's-
why wouldn't Aiden vote when he's Mafia on Snowy? Because was Snowy Mafia? I don't know.
So I mean, I think the chances.
Poor Aiden.
I think
He keeps raising his
I
hand
think
every
the
5
chances of Clinton not being cop are pretty low.
I really.
It's
Yeah.
less
He's
than
cop.
less than 5%.
He's cop.
Or you think it's fun.
We'll see in
And,
2 turns.
There's no way he's that sick.
That was
It's
On game
impossible.
two. On game two.
They
Could you
killed
imagine?
cop.
He's had like 8 shots.
We'll see.
There's no way.
It's guaranteed
No
in 2
way.
turns anyway.
So that
At.
being said, now that we're on day 3, still not a whole lot of information to go off of, but my instincts are telling me at least 1 or 2 in this corner, depending on how we feel.
I agree.
Because I want to hear what these people have to say. Who had their hand up next?
5 minutes till nighttime.
I had this sneaking suspicion H-Box was trying to make a crazy play when he said like he was rustling and that H-Box was Mafia and trying to like sneak off a town kill.
I actually heard of that.
No, I believe you, but I thought you were just making like a thespian play, like an H-Boxian play.
No, I fucking saw it.
H-Boxian.
Well, it worked out either way, and so now like that I feel a little more comfortable about you, but I'm still not super set because I've been trying to listen and not be a clown, as some people have called me in the past. Bobby Scar. Bobby Scar, you were called out for being Mafia, and then we kind of talked about it, and then it was just kind of like, that was the end of it. Scar just nodded his head to every claim, and then just like, yeah, people say that, but I've changed. But I guess since you were so buddy-buddy with Shab, and Shab's town now is kind of weird too. But that was the only one that
I've been waiting since
Yeah,
the
no,
start
I was back in
to
the
talk.
month
So, I mean, I wanted to get to you guys, but
Yeah, that was the only one I was feeling. It just blows my fucking mind that Sheb's talking so much, and that's about it.
He's clean.
So Toe first or me?
Just go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I just wanted to say I feel really good about Ginger because of the analysis that he provided. I actually felt like it was super on point.
What did he say again?
Everything he said about me made a ton of sense. Where it's like, whether I was animated or not, and I forget what else he said, but it all made a ton of sense.
I said that Shab was talking a lot. I said
Yes.
that you weren't talking very much.
Yes.
Both of those
The
people.
inverse
And
of
also
Barry
what
Russell.
I said that Aiden seemed
Yeah.
nervous, and then I said that he was bouncing his leg, which was really weird.
Yes, and then Shab responded for why he's talking so much, and then I responded why I was like, nah, I don't think Shab's Mafia because we had talked to him. It's all very consistent. And I also felt good about what Lowy said. So anyway, obviously feeling great about 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Something that somebody said last game was like, you have to ask yourself why the big players are still alive after a couple turns. So could be people to check. I actually feel really good about Mango, but I guess there's that question of why is he still alive, but only with 1 kill power, it's like, I don't know.
You know, I think
I'm done talking.
it's a little weird. I haven't lived this long in a long time, so if you guys are trusting me, I get it. And honestly, I think what do I say? Scar defending me is nice, so I'm just and I'm like 50-50 on Scar. I'm not sold on you yet. 'Cause you are being quiet. It's just weird when you act different. That's why Shab got accused, and I'm just trying to play different. Usually I talk a lot and I just die. And I have my reads. Me and Ginger were both wrong on Chad, but I'm glad Lindy settled that. So now it's
Should we get back to what you were saying earlier, where to focus on who's he gonna check? Because that's
we've got time. But so yeah, if we're gonna answer
I
that
want to hear
question,
from Toast. I want to hear from Axe. I want to hear from Ginger again.
2.5
Does anybody
minutes.
remember if anybody defended Aiden when we watched Cold
Scar. Just let's go to Toast. We'll get to Aiden at the
Alright,
end.
fine.
That's a good question.
Let me catch up for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I have.
Here I am trapped in the fucking court.
you should
Just go into silence, dude.
I have nothing major to add. I wanted to ask you in specific what you thought of me.
What I
Because
thought
I
of
remember.
you?
Yeah. What do you think of me?
I think you're a cool guy. I like your commentary. I think you're doing all right.
But him as a townsman slash mafia.
In the game, I think I don't know who said it. You. I think he's sneaky, but I'm not accusing him of anything. He's just. I think he's just too smart and logical.
Yeah.
So he's valuable. I feel the same way. So he's valuable or rad, but I definitely agree that this corner chilling has said not much. Tove, again you haven't said much. Ludwig not much. I have my guaranteed town people. I'm not gonna say it, but I think if you're paying attention, we kind of know who's town, obviously. So we have 2. So I think you can start forming, in your head. I don't want to say it.
Speed run it. Who else?
I was gonna. I actually have a response to that. No, the only thing I was gonna say is that for some reason, like I feel like most other games when you suss people, you like. I don't know. You feel like a little more confident in sussing people. You like throw out susses like like candy.
Well, I'm trying to play different.
That being said, this is a game where like the vibe seems to be a little more serious and stuff. So I get it. Cause,
all right, 15 seconds.
Let's spend this minute trying to decide who he's gonna.
Let Axe just say
Let's
Axe, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say I think we should get rid of someone who we don't think is a confirmed town. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would have mentioned who confirmed towns are though.
Such as Aiden.
Yeah, I don't really have much. I think that it's like some weird galaxy brain play of Mango's Mafia, and he's like actually just trying to lead us in a weird direction. No, it'd be like some weird galaxy brain thing. Other than that, I don't really know.
Who do you think should be checked?
Slime, can we have an extension?
Huh?
Extension.
Scar should be
Big
motion to
extension.
extend.
Daylight savings.
2 minutes.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And then
So
I was gonna pass it to Aiden because I felt bad.
No, wait,
but-
no, fuck him. I just want to mention my 3.
Plenty.
Okay, chill.
Talk to the cop.
I definitely just want to say, I want it to be clear that I did not check Aiden because of H-Fox.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's fair.
Originally, I was gonna check H-Fox because of his accusation of.
No, it's smarter that you checked him because he's in hot water.
Yeah. I just want to be that. Like, I don't want to win that, but.
Yeah. I was just gonna give some suggestions for checks. I think the first one I would do 3. Rishi, I think he's just too smart. So if he's Mafia, he's too dangerous of a tool. He's a nuke. So like that's a good check. Scar, kind of like 50-50. One of the corner kids would be fair. And then fucking Axe.
I think if I had to check, it'd be Scar, because I think if we can confirm Scar's talent, I think that helps a lot.
That's very powerful.
Rishi,
He's a powerful man.
What do you think about Rishi though?
We'll get around to him.
He's like a nuke, right?
So if I had to do my 3 checks, one of you 2, but I think Scar, because if Scar gets confirmed town, I think
that's helpful.
Can I give my
It's a big help, yeah. My 3 tricks real
1
quick
minute.
would be Mango, Scar, chilling. Just because chilling hasn't spoke that much. Scar, we're iffy. Mango, we're iffy.
So we're all leaning towards. So
Yeah.
it's 2 on chillin', 1 on me, like 3 on Scar.
My vote also goes to check Rishi, only because I feel like you're
Rishi has a
a
few.
very good Mafia player, very analytical, and when you've been
You'll say
quiet,
no,
you walk with
we're-
Mafia.
confirm,
I'm
no.
going off that
Confirm.
based on past games.
I mean, tonight.
Strictly off past games.
We already
No, I get it.
My vote's for Rishi.
Can I just give my
Axe?
3?
Yeah.
Ginger.
Real quick.
If I give my 3, it would be Scar, Chill, and Axe.
Okay. Axe, what are yours?
So Scar has a lot of
My
games.
3 would be Rishi, Scar, and Chillin.
Man.
Okay.
So
I
chillin',
think
Scar.
Rishi's
I would say
all
one
safe.
of those 3. You just
I think Rishi's
throw a dart at him.
It depends on if you
Yeah.
want
I was just gonna
confirmed
say
town
Rishi
or
Scar.
look for Mafia.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I think
But I
Mango,
actually
Mango
think
or
that
Scar,
checking me,
for me.
it's like
15
do you care
seconds.
about
Yo, yeah, 15 seconds.
My 3 are
That's
you,
awesome.
He knows
Mango,
we're gonna
Scar,
motion. Don't
Rishi.
mind
he
my
knows?
motion. He
I
knows.
thought I'd do it before the time. I'm sorry.
I talked.
I said Mango, Scar, Rishi for my
you guys
3
can't
to
stall
check.
forever.
Yeah.
I second the motion.
Keep
I
in
second.
mind, last thing
He
I
already-
was
he's
just
gonna
gonna
just
say I think Rishi's town.
He rescinded.
That's the vibe I feel because I saw
Motion
how
to
he
kill
plays
Aiden
Mafia.
Oh yeah, you
And
got
I saw he plays town.
Second.
Yeah, you're
Aiden,
dead.
Aiden, time to defend.
Who would you
I have one defense. So I didn't vote to kill Snowy, and I think
Come on,
that's
man.
why. Like he got called out on the tick, and like that's like the most common like ADD tick in the game, and he actually said he had something valuable to contribute, and then we just like killed him in the first round for like no reason. And I didn't want to like ride on
Okay,
it.
but that's
Do you
not
think it's likely that Clooney's
Okay, other than not voting
I mean
for him,
that's like the only thing, right? Is like if like he
explain the
can't.
noise.
Hey,
you
real
made
talk.
tonight.
Can we real talk? Who are the 3 people you check?
Huh?
Who are the 2 people you check?
I'd check Rishi, Ginger, and
Interesting
Mafia,
information.
we need
Interesting information.
not.
You went to his homies.
Yeah.
So I
Maybe-
agree that
maybe
he's
one of his
he's
own.
super smart,
No,
right?
I'm fucking
Like
sick.
he's the one like thinking through all these games. Like I am scared when he talks, but like Ginger is like the cool person in the corner, and then Juan,
Way
I'm just
too
like
cool over there.
I'm just mad I got called out.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Heads
You made it
down.
cute.
Yeah.
We need 7 votes to kill Aiden. If you'd like Aiden to die, raise your hand. Heads up. Everybody
Give me
vote.
the hat.
I'll take that fucking hat.
Hey, whoa.
That's a town hat.
Everyone go to sleep. It's nighttime now. It's nighttime,
That
heads
was
down.
the worst.
Please shut the fuck up.
Love is love.
Alright. Mafia, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Mafia, heads down. Detective, heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective, heads down. Medic, heads up. Who would you like to save? Medic, heads down. Vigilante, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Vigilante, heads down. Everybody wake up except KJH.
Medic's made me
Medic's
dead.
dead.
Well,
Medic
I
could have
understand,
been
I
Brandon
understand the
again.
play.
Medic could
Why
have
would
been
Mafia pick him when they
yeah.
don't know they killed Medic?
I understand
wait,
the
wait,
play.
wait.
It's like the.
Medic
So
was-
it's 'cause it's what
Unless
happened.
Medic went for the
It's
Medic.
'cause what happened.
Medic,
That's
the.
I think if Medic is still alive, you shouldn't out yourself yet. But the only way this happened is either Medic is dead or Medic was trying to make a read.
Yeah. The Medic was going for the Medic play of not saving.
And then
I don't
saving
think
it
that
to
Mafia
do
was-
the next
way
to
too
get
risky.
an additional check.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Like,
If they're that dumb.
I get that it could have been a
That
play.
means Mafia's dumb.
No. I could have been a play,
Or they
but at
read
that
the
point,
meta play.
it's
No.
rare when
No.
you have a round 2 cop outing. It's super rare and super valuable. I don't think Medic would have gone for something that risky, given the fact that we would have had a guaranteed check
think
on the next
Medic's
day.
dead?
Medic is definitely
Was
dead.
it Brandon
Like, I'm
again?
almost certain.
But why would Mafia pick him when they don't
that
know
seems
Medic
like-
is dead?
Because he's a cop.
Yeah.
Huh?
Chev, I think me and Bobby talked about this in relation to our smaller Mafia game. A lot of the time, instead of playing the mind games with the medic, what you should do as Mafia is just like drill on the, on
Just
the cop
fucking-
until they
Yeah.
That way
It's
you
more
don't
valuable for the
gamble.
cop.
Maybe you waste
It's
it.
more.
Yeah, take the
It's way
gamble.
more valuable
Yeah.
for the cop to be dead. What I wanted to say though is that I think we got like factual confirmation that Aiden was Mafia. We probably knew it like 99%, but now it's 100.
Yeah.
And I think it's really interesting who he said was Mafia. I think it's a really interesting piece of information. If I remember, it
No,
was
he said check
He said.
Juan.
yeah.
He said check me, check Rishi and Ginger.
That's really interesting
I
information.
think at most one of them would be
One of them might
Mafia.
be
Maybe
Mafia.
they're all ten.
I think he's
Do you
sneaky.
think he's making like a meta?
I think sneaky. He hid in a Mafia there.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think he's sneaky hid one in. So I'm still a
that
little
would be
bit
the smart thing. One and three.
concerned
It's not
about
one.
Rishi, and
How-
I'm bummed that his intelligence is not going to go unchecked.
How familiar is Aiden with Mafia? Like, how many games has he played?
This is the first time I've seen
I don't know. He
it.
works
No,
at Smash
he's never
3,
played
so
video
he
game.
probably played it before.
What is a
Okay.
fuck ton?
I'm just wondering if he's smart enough to like slip a Mafia and the people that he would
I,
send
I
to
asked him. He said this is his first game here. I
Okay.
don't know what else that means.
Here
Right.
sounds
My
like.
sense
yeah.
was that
You don't. Yeah.
he spent that whole round thinking about like,
I was literally thinking he had a whole day to think about
you
it.
know what I mean? And like, if he,
I was thinking that.
there's zero, in my mind, it's incalculable what the odds are that Aiden was not Mafia and KGH was not Cop, because if those are not,
It's astronomical.
if your town and Cop is saying, somebody's saying I'm Cop and you're Mafia, like you don't react that way. He said nothing. So I definitely think that it was
Yeah,
calculated,
you'd be
but
shocked.
you know what I mean. But like,
Did he
I don't know
deflect
what,
on anybody
what
other than
direction
the
of the
3
calculation,
checks?
but
Did
it
he
probably wasn't
deflect on
3
anybody?
random people.
I don't think he deflected.
Yeah.
Um,
He just said the 3 checks.
so I think.
Yeah.
So I think our cop's dead. I think our medic is probably dead.
Might be a stupid meta.
Probably.
Our medic's
5 minutes,
a
the
moron,
lifetime.
or he's just medic might have been Brandon.
Well, you gotta
I
think
don't
that
know.
Mafia.
I think it was maybe Brandon.
At the same time, you gotta know that Mafia are gamblers because
No, because
they
Mafia said
gambled that the
themselves.
medic is dead and wouldn't save Kalindy, and they picked him anyway.
Wait. Let me that. It couldn't have been Brandon, right? Because if he's medic, he would have saved himself. Round 1.
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
Brandon.
I feel like every single time medic's medic, he saved himself.
Brandon is a very generous.
I think, yeah.
That's
Brandon-
true also, that's
Brandon
true.
helped me.
He probably might have
So I
said
think
like
we
Mango
lost
or
our
something.
cop, lost our medic.
If Medic's still alive,
I think lay low since
Yeah.
you're an idiot. We just chill anyway.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, the first thing that I think of is Mafia would pick Kalindy if they're gamblers. You know, obviously that's pointing to him, but like if you could think of anybody else. it's just why would you take him? You're gambling that you think Medic is dead as well. Yeah, no, I got it.
Well, honestly, I think that it's probably pretty telling who people were saying he should check. Because I realized, I was saying like, yeah, check me because it's actually valuable to have me confirm talent. But I guess I realized that for Mafia, I would not say that. So it's like, it could be a gambler or Mafia, but it could also be desperation. Like we were saying, check somebody who is Mafia, and like they had no choice. If you lose 2 Mafia, it's over. It would be 1 versus whatever.
It's possible, but
I don't actually remember who we were
this
saying
is
to
twofold.
check. I was the most clear one. But
Yeah, and then me, Richie.
All right, pass it back.
It's 2 in 10, so 8 versus 2.
Gotta make sure everybody
Yeah.
speaks.
We have a lot of.
I was just gonna say,
one, so
like real quick
That's
with
true.
the medic play, like I totally get it because last game, like the same situation happened and then someone killed, and then like Mafia killed someone else and then went for the cop, and that's happened every game that I've watched so far at Summit. So like I totally get that, but what I to like put things in a helpful direction, I think we need to put the pressure on someone who most of us consider not a confirmed town.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do that, so I'm giving it to Mango. Here we go.
So I think one thing that has historically happened like every time is, the all-star guys are alive too long. So I think right now that's me. H-Fox usually doesn't live this long. You don't live this long.
Yeah.
So I think if we're going off that, because for whatever reason, one guy lives too long, and then after we're like, why the fuck did we let that guy live too long? That's happened at least 8 times. So I think us 3 were kind of. I can see why people are sus.
Yeah, most wanted.
Sus by association.
I'm kind of towny about you. I'm still. I don't want to believe it. But.
Why not?
Huh?
Why not? Too much of a dream team.
Well, I hope you're down. That'd be dope. And I'm leaning. I still haven't made a decision. But like I said, we're still alive. Us 3 are still alive.
Let's try and get everybody to talk. But
Which
yeah,
way?
like, I
Yeah,
know you
last
wanted
thing,
it
it's like-
next.
yeah,
I want
it's
to be
like,
chilling. I haven't heard from you in a long time.
I agree with what you're saying, and the 2 reasons why I've been kept alive is generally if I'm wrong, or like I'm wrong with my reads, but I haven't actually been pressuring too many people at all, or if I'm like buddy or a tool of the Mafia. So I guess like now it's time to think of like who you're connecting with and if you're getting used.
Yeah, I just want to make a point real quick that like, on one hand, Cop can't confirm anyone who's Mafia, but Cop also can't confirm any additional valuable talent.
2 minutes.
Which to me says that like, there's the potential of identifying valuable people in the group who we now can't know for sure are town. Going off of that, I still want to hear from people who are
1 minute.
who haven't said that much.
Okay. Just personally, the vibe I'm getting from Scar is different than when he's town. I just really don't feel it. So I'm definitely sus of Scar. Aside from that, you 2, as always, like, you guys usually die early when you're town, so that's a little sus. And then everyone else, I don't really have many reads on.
Yeah, the vibe is, I don't know, for some reason it's hard to make reads, but that being said, the person I feel the worst about is probably you. This is just the least confident I've ever seen you play.
I'm super
And that you're still talking a lot, but like in spite of that, you're like every time you saw someone, you're kind of like taking it back. I don't feel good enough about like, not motioning to kill you, but
30 seconds.
yeah, I don't feel great about you.
Yeah, I'm also gonna double down on that Mango. Mango down. It just feels like, I don't know. You're like too buddy with Shab. You're like kind of pushing it to Scar a lot.
Why would he not be buddy with me?
Because you're guaranteed town, so like he'd obviously buddy you.
15.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
I see what you're saying.
he would buddy the
Well,
town.
if you-
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just.
It makes
saying.
sense.
Okay, that's all I want to say. And also, if I like tickets, because I have to piss really bad, and I think if all 3 of these guys, boom, 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 still live tomorrow night, it's a problem. You, Richie,
I feel
Mango.
like I'm dying next though.
Probably, but I'm saying if any of them, if all of them are alive, that's a problem.
All right, the sun is starting to set.
Hold on.
Are we
All right.
talking
Who
motion?
defended
My susness is either
Okay,
chilling.
no one no, in the very first round when Hungry Box said that he was
Well, if you guys are
twitching,
gonna
something
kill
to
me,
say?
I can.
2 minute extension.
no, like the
Thank you.
Really?
Thank you.
Let's go.
like the
Hold it in. We're almost
Hat.
We have 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes.
Go.
Yeah, 2
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah.
What?
So the only weird thing is, well, there's a lot of weird things.
So much.
But Axe, like, I feel so bad because we've had conversations before this about like, oh yeah, you try to get the hat and like, you know, nobody gives it to you and you don't really talk that much. But like, there have been times where everybody's just laughing and I look at you every time you're stone faced. I think like, what is he calculating right now? That's all I can think about.
You've been mad serious.
It
trust
just
me.
it seems
This
so
entire
weird. And the thing is, I know that you want to talk, so I don't know if like. I can't tell for sure. Scar, I have a simple question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're playing differently than usual or not? Yes or no? That's all I want to hear.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Because like, if you were gonna deny that, that's just crazy talk. Then I'm getting weird vibes from Chillin', but I think it might be PTSD from the last time. I can't tell, but he's acting the same way.
That's 2 minutes.
He's
I feel
acting
like Chillin's
like
being
legit.
quiet.
30
And
seconds.
then Richie
Chill's being quiet.
is, I've never seen you play except for that one time.
I feel like
Guys,
Rich is
we
being
need-
quiet too.
I gotta piss.
30 seconds for real.
Okay, so I feel like the main two people that most people are agreeing on is Scar and Mango.
It's 8-2.
I think Scar for the most.
Should be.
In my opinion, I think.
Or 8 or 9-1.
Let him talk.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think we should motion to kill Scar. That's just my opinion.
Are we motioning to kill?
10,
I want
It
to
sounds like you
Nine,
guys want to kill me or Scar, so
8,
pick one.
7,
If you guys
What do you
want to
guys
kill me, I
think?
can kill myself on
Someone motion.
Is anyone seconding?
4,
Somebody kill me or Scar,
Yeah.
just so we can have
2,
I'm
Yes,
motion
do it.
Mango.
1.
Wait, you motion Mango?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motion
I'll
to
second.
Mango.
Okay.
Second from Chillin'. Mango defend.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that I'm alive, obviously. My last things, if you guys kill me, although you really shouldn't, honestly, at least have my back. Falco to Falco, at least don't vote for me.
No, you killed me instantly last time.
Oh.
And I'm asking for forgiveness. If they kill me, I just don't want you to vote. That's all.
No, because I'm sus or something.
Oh god.
That's so I'm town. I don't like. If you guys are gonna kill me, which usually like the town is like they never convince people not to kill them, so I'm probably dead. But I will say that as my dying wish as a town, because I love the town.
Oh my god, stop.
You kill me, that's fine. But I think Chillin' has literally not called anyone his dog. He has not said dog shit.
Fish isn't here.
Fish went to
Fish isn't
Oh.
When you guys realize you killed me and you fucked up, just my dying wish is that I think Chillin's super sus. I'm sticking with you. I'm sus with him because you've been really serious.
If we were rescinded,
Not
I
your
was
thing.
gonna motion Chillin.
So
Alright.
that's my dying wish. If you guys kill me, you're fucking up. If not, just
I think that
keep
argument's
pressure.
better, and I think it's more valuable than chilling. I think we should kill chilling this round. Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
I'm
rescind.
down. I am down.
I guess we gotta vote first officially because you
I'm
seconded
down to
it.
motion
Hey, I
Chillin.
And
rescinded.
Chillin, you seconded Mango?
I seconded
What
it.
do we do?
I rescinded as fuck.
Shab motion to kill
Chillin.
I
Chillin'.
second.
Second from Ginger.
Second,
Chillin' defend.
second,
That's
second.
That defense was
Okay, the whole game has been way more serious than usual. That's the only reason that I'm not like fucking. That's my dog, and I'm also not as drunk as I usually am.
I'm gonna go
Like,
before night.
Just keeping it real. If you guys do kill me, which is fine, I don't mind. But I would keep Axe in mind.
No.
Scar, I'm not sure about. Mango, I'm not sure about. Those are the three that if I die, I would just focus on those three.
So we're just blaming.
They're counterclaiming you.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
I'm down.
Those are the people I would keep an eye on.
Well, you also suspect
I'm down. I
Scar,
just think the
right?
order.
I do.
I think
That's
the
what I'm
order is
saying.
more valuable this way.
Alright, so
I'm
we're
town.
done.
Yeah.
Let's vote.
Alright, voting to kill Chillin'. We need 6 votes for him to die.
Do I have to
Okay.
put my head down on this?
I mean, yeah.
You can watch us kill you.
6 votes for Chillin' to die. Everyone raise your hand if you would like him to die.
Fuck you guys.
Raise your heads. Everyone voted yes, including Ludwig. He's peeing right now. Chillin' is dead.
Alright, can I go pee too?
Everyone pee break.
You guys are
Good
done.
night
Kill
time.
my dog.
Please no talking.
Can we look at our phones?
It's blind, right?
You probably should.
No.
You should not look at your phones.
Ginger, in case the camera might have fucked up.
Because other people too.
I successfully defended myself.
That never really
That was crazy.
That rarely happens.
You're a mature
You started
man,
talking,
dude.
I was like,
Dude,
I don't want
you
that.
don't know how.
I wasn't-
Thank
I
God
wasn't-
I got rescinded.
Dude, I thought about you dying. I got super sad.
You know?
I got so sad. You were defending yourself in such a sad way.
Honestly,
I was like, fucking A, dude.
I'm just super fucking burnt out, dude.
It was a long day.
I wasn't gonna vote this up.
He's peeing.
It's an interesting game, I think. It's been completely different from how we
It is
play it.
completely different. I don't like it. I kind of like it when it's rowdy. But
Yeah, rowdy.
I didn't like dying right away.
Sorry.
Aren't you dead? Yeah. I'm just back while everyone thinks I'm done. This game's going a lot better than the last one.
Maybe.
Maybe they just got one Mafia.
Yeah. I feel like we got two.
Swiveling 1,000 times.
We're either we got two or we're fucking up really bad.
Yeah.
We either got two or we're bozos.
I think, is this the one about the bubble?
How many is there? Three. They're starting with the.
Everyone I've seen is in the
Should we get like closer?
There's 90 of them.
No, like I was just like, that's not your fault. Shit, now I'm not willing.
Yeah, you can still. Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, just eyeball it though.
So,
Yo, what's up? Do you have an email list of all the and shit?
we're not gonna let you
Yeah, we're all
just losing the bracket changed.
Can't even defend myself. Can't even defend myself. Lose the bracket. That ain't sure Mafia gonna get out. That was funny. He's like, give me the hat. He's like, I'm dead. Shut up.
Man.
That was bad. Dude, Kalindi, there's no way he wasn't the cop.
No, Kalini's 100% cop.
You gotta like, I mean, if I had to do honest odds on Kalindi making that kind of claim.
Yeah.
He's drunk as shit. He's kidding.
He's really drunk for Kalindi too.
Like 1% at most.
At most.
At most. I would take the under.
Hey, this person's Mafia!
No fucking way.
I know there's a global piss break.
No. No way, dude.
This?
Can you put it like that?
What time is it? What time?
Wait,
I feel like it's getting fucking late, dude.
Mafia killed somebody? No, right?
What time is it? That's that.
You still have to go to bed.
It's 10:30 already. Let's kill the show.
You still have to go to bed, right?
Get done.
It's a terrible idea.
So Mafia has to go.
I go 9 to 10.
I'm so hungry.
There should be no deuces allowed.
Want smokers?
No deuces.
Smokers?
Ban on deuces.
What about him? Oh no, I'm that's terrible. I'm like actually shaking. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, what do I eat with this? Or the panda?
What are you saying? Why can't I have this? It's 400 calories. It's the best stuff that I can possibly eat.
There's like Panda Express.
I don't like it as much.
Arrow for a second.
Wait.
How many stories left by the way?
Never mind. If you have you gone to
1 day's worth.
Deadass. I just like.
That was a really long time. I needed that. I couldn't wait
Are you going home Sunday? I'm working Monday.
Bro, what is this fatty ass desk here?
Dude, it's not social
That second part.
I'm kind of a small one, so I'm actually really happy.
It's actually
It's very nice. Like, I don't know. It's just that we've never really been able to talk in person.
I didn't love the Hungry Box call out on the movement thing.
Yeah.
I always listen. I've never actually heard it. It's hard to not.
I've actually never even listened.
Really? I just don't like. I don't know how not to listen.
Either one of you or the other. I actually remember one time Mango sat right next to me, and
This game's too serious.
I actually got so serious. I was
easy to make a wrong call.
I was cop.
Where are you going, Joey?
He was Mafia. He needed to sit down. So I checked him night one. And, you know, they told me yes, he's Mafia. And I was like, love. This is like night one.
Hey, Bobby.
So Oscar, did you vote?
You wanna?
And I didn't want to blow it like right away. Like hell. So yeah. I didn't want to blow it, so I didn't say anything. I didn't come out. But for some reason, we voted to kill Mango, and I voted to kill him because I knew he was Mafia. I was one of like 4 people who voted out of like 15.
Really?
And so Mango like that. So as Mafia, he was just like, dude, there's something up with Scar. That's fucked up. So he fucking killed me. No,
dude.
I was so mad.
Dude, Scar, I was in like a kind of similar situation where we played Mafia with a Crimson Blur. And I was sitting right next to him. And I heard him move when he was Mafia.
Alright, everybody, everyone sit. Everyone sit. It's nighttime if you remember.
Where's the big guy?
Yeah, I was so bad that I couldn't like.
Later, guys.
I'll
see you on the other side.
Can you sit right there? Five. Real tired.
Should we like get in closer or no?
Yeah,
or?
slide down. Just do it after night.
After
they kill me.
Alright. Everyone, it is now nighttime. Ludwig, don't take another bite. Everyone, heads down. Mafia, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Mafia, heads down. Detective, heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective, heads down. Medic, heads up. Who would you like to save? Medic, heads down. Vigilante, heads up. Who would you like to kill?
I'm thinking, what's the pirate guy do? I forgot.
Vigilante, heads down. Everybody wakes up except Ludwig, because he died.
Pussies?
Interesting.
Give me.
Pass it to me after. I think it's weird that Shad's still alive. I don't get that.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
I thought KJ out of his town.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about it.
I think also that Mafia's keeping me alive to kind of like use me as like bait, I guess, so you guys can have attention on me.
They're not taking it.
I think most of you believe me. There might be a little heat on me. I think I convinced most of you in my argument. So, I don't know why I'm alive. So just keep in mind that there might be. Don't get too focused on me, and if you do, just kill me so we're not wasting time on me because I don't. Yeah, I think they're just classic like bait move.
Two things is one, because I'm alive and I'm from town, I'm literally just not going to talk anymore. Because there's no point. Like, unless I have something of great value to add, I'm just taking up time from other people from talking that would further expose themselves.
But as a known town, if you do have a good read.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if I have something of good value, I will say it. But otherwise, I don't want to soak up other people's time from cracking, from like giving off a bad vibe or whatever. There's no point of me talking more because I'm confirmed town.
Yeah, but you can lead discussion.
Yeah, like I said, something of value. I'll say something.
Here, pass it
Second
on that
thing,
way.
I thought Mango's defense was a little shaky,
Yeah.
and I kind of wanted to vote on him, but we'll figure that out soon.
You had your hand out first.
Oh,
Can I have it after you?
Of course.
Thanks.
I was actually like slightly hesitant to kill Chillin because he was also suspecting Scar, and I found that kind of conflicting because those two were like kind of on my list of people who I thought were Mafia. So like, kind of don't think Chillin was Mafia, and I actually.
Also, he wasn't contributing anything anyway.
Yeah. So it was kind of like
I'm down to kill useless people.
Yeah. It's just like a little, just a little unfortunate because I feel like we have like a decent amount of like confirmed townspeople, and if we have more confirmed townspeople than people who aren't confirmed, then like we can kind of just win that way by having more confirmed town. But it's also, there is no like confirmed town. It's just people who I feel like are very likely to be town.
Shab is confirmed. Shab is confirmed.
Shab is literally confirmed.
There's like a 99.99% chance that KJ was caught.
Yeah.
His word is bond for sure.
So I guess I don't have like too much of value to say or anything, but I just want to give like who I'm feeling good about, and I think Hungrybox is town. Why, like, we knew Aiden was Mafia, and like why would you be trying to out him if you were also Mafia? Like,
stupid.
very obviously
That's
town. I'm actually feeling really good about Mango. Everything that you said has made a lot of sense randomly, I guess. Shab obviously confirmed town. I'm town. I feel good about Toph. I'm not sure about Toph. And then everything else I'm sus about. Again, I'm feeling better and better about Scar, but it's just so odd to me. I've never seen Scar like this in my entire life. Not doing anything. I've never seen you do anything. What?
Yeah.
No. You really don't. Have I not contributed?
No, pass it that way.
Yeah.
Chad, you said you weren't going to.
I feel like I'm not being valued here.
You
I feel like I want to I want some recognition.
The one sentence I wanted to say was that Mafia's common biggest mistake is that they will kill the people that are putting heat on them. And they killed Ludwig last, and Ludwig was super sus. That's it.
Why are you so adamant on me?
I'm just saying that. I'm just pointing that out. That's it.
Now that I've kind of been outed as a town for accusing him, and I might die soon, I would like to give my suspects as well. And I'm basing this, again, off of facts, off of past games, of how different personalities are. And I'm going to say it's Scar and Rishi for the Mafia. I believe the Mafia is between one of you two. I've seen the look in your eyes, seen, again, how passionate you get. It's just a strange dissonance of tempo from what I'm feeling from you right now. So you can feel free to convince me wrong, but I want to get my susses before I die, and that's why. So, we're going to talk on that.
I do want to hear from Rishi. I feel like we haven't heard shit from Rishi.
Yes. I've had my hand up, patiently waiting. I'm playing pretty similarly to how I always play Town, which is I absorb information and I observe, and then I kind of manage the flow of the discussion.
And at some point you released, but I feel like you haven't released at all.
So I was going to at the end of the last day.
If you make it that far.
I did make it. It was yesterday that I was going to. So I was actually going to not vote on Mango because I was feeling pretty confident about him. And what I was trying to point out, it kind of got lost in the mess yesterday. But when we started accusing Axe, he deflected immediately, and that made me a little bit suspicious. Today, I felt better about that as we've gone on.
2.5 minutes.
But basically, my read was either that you and Chillin were both Mafia or that you were both Town, because you were kind of both putting heat on the same people.
This is who?
Axe and Chillin.
Or Chillin.
I'm still a little. I'm not totally convinced on Scar, but I also am not totally sold on the idea that like the way he's playing confirms him as Mafia, because I think his role as town leader, if there's another town leader which Shad was kind of taking the reins on, like I can understand him stepping back a little bit, but I'm not totally sold yet. The person that I'm most suspicious of, and this is purely off of like the flow of the conversation, is just Toph, because I don't feel like I've heard that much from you, and so far you kind of snuck under the radar. That's just my opinion right now.
For sure.
Thank you.
For me, it's got to be. I for whatever reason I was super moved by your defense. I don't know. It was just like a sad Mango, like. If you gotta, and I don't know. As soon as you start talking, I was like, I can't do it. It's been a long day.
There's still winners.
Tough day,
I don't have a good reason.
I'll tell you a tough fucking
too. And I think a large part of that though was the fact that I was sitting on the floor here. I just moved to take Chillin's seat. I have not been able to really see these two's faces. Or like, and you both were pretty quiet. For me, the only thing.
Quiet.
Sorry, you
guys all think that I've been quiet?
Body. Didn't Ginger ask you like, do you think you're playing it a day or two ago?
I think that I've played different, but I don't think I've been quiet.
Do you think you've
been normal self?
I think you've been more or less quiet.
I feel like loud.
Scar,
yes,
I don't
you haven't been.
Yeah, compared to being loud.
Yeah. You haven't been quiet, but on the Scar scale, you're very
One more thing to add.
Yeah.
I have one more thing to add, which is that I actually feel good about Axe.
Which is good.
Axe was the first person in the game to say anything. I thought it was
To be fair,
pretty
he
good.
didn't have the hat, and I said you might as well start. To be fair.
Okay. I don't know. I felt good about the way you said it. Like, the way you said, I don't know. It was like, basically like, let's be productive, essentially. And, I don't know, it just seemed like positive. And I feel like you're generally pretty quiet, so I think you would have been a little shakier if HBox put you on the spot and said, talk first. I don't think you would have volunteered like that. That's just my read on how you are as a person.
Yeah.
The
only thing I'm gonna say is that like literally the first time I played Mafia, I had a big old discussion with Scar about it, and this is just stuck in my brain. He told me, "Oh, if I'm Mafia, like you'll know. I just play so differently. Like you'll just know." And I feel like we all just kind of don't we all just kind of know? Like that's how it feels. I'll feel bad if I'm wrong, but like you're the one who put this in my brain, dude. You're the one playing differently. I don't know what else to tell you. Like
Shit.
this is
Every
what I've
single
got.
summon I played differently between games.
We have 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of heat on Scar.
You can not. You want to nominate?
I just want to
Give me my defense.
I want to ask: is anybody here that didn't vote for Aiden?
I voted fuck to kill Aiden.
I think
everybody.
Everyone voted for
Aiden.
Everyone voted for Aiden.
Unanimous.
And then
He
the
was
second
Shane
thing,
was also
I
unanimous.
just feel bad for Bobby because we were
Extension.
talking about different places.
1 minute.
And now he's doing
Motion and
Motion
extension.
extended.
1 minute. We need to be sure about this.
Wait, are we
I want to hear Axe talk.
1 minute.
Axe didn't talk this round.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think it's like these three are the main people who I suspect, and a tiny bit Mingo. I think you're clearly town. You're clearly town, obviously,
Super fucking
and
town.
you've been like amazing this game. I don't know. I think you're clearly town as well,
need to
and
understand.
I think like everyone's pretty much pointing at Scar. And in my opinion, I think I think we should motion to kill Scar.
No one wants to get their hands dirty. That's a
30
it's
seconds.
a crew move.
I have
Let
one
him
more
speak.
quick point to make.
I can
I
do
think
my
you
defense.
both can go, right?
If my defense is badass, which I believe it will be.
We didn't motion on you, so.
then who do you want
But
to
if
motion?
you
Who do you want to
No one
motion
motioned
next?
yes.
split it
Because
15
then-
seconds each.
15 seconds each, then we motion.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that it's suspicious that a lot of big players are still alive, even now.
But that was brought up earlier.
I remember in the beginning we said don't get sidetracked. If we
Previous
keep on
days.
focusing on one person,
That's
we
true.
can kill them.
Hungrybox is essentially confirmed town.
I'm super fucking down.
Alright,
My
give
phone's
Scar
beeping.
15 seconds.
I trust you as town. I trust you as town. These are my two 100% right now. These two I have no idea. Toph is kind of strange because I feel like you know Scar better than anyone else, and we all agree generally that Scar is acting differently, but you haven't hopped too much on that. Rather than hopping on
No,
that,
I think he's acting weird.
in that case, I motion to kill Scar.
I'll second.
Who else would you want to motion?
Right
Second
now,
from
it's I'm gonna do
Ginger?
you, then you. Next to next.
Let's
I feel the
motion,
same
let's motion Rishi.
Thank you. Okay.
Same here, actually.
All right, so you
That's second from Ginger.
30 seconds.
Scar defend.
I'm so sorry, Bobby.
All right.
Who's second?
So
I did.
I literally have been thinking about who I've saved every night, and I literally can't remember, and I'm super fucking frustrated.
I'm the medic. He's
No,
lying.
no.
Oh.
You're not the medic.
Scars.
I'm straight up the
The
medic.
reason
Toph,
Kalimbi's
please,
dead
call it.
is
What
because
is this?
Let him talk.
What did you say?
This is defense.
Whoa.
Why? That's actually legit what I want to know.
Whoa.
Because I'm actually
I knew
embarrassed
it.
to even
I
say
fucking
that I'm
knew
medic.
I fucking knew it.
Go ahead.
I'm literally
doing it, Bobby.
embarrassed to say that I'm
You
medic.
got the hat. You got the hat.
What did you say?
I saved myself the first night, and then the second night I actually saved Chillin because I felt like he was a power roll.
And third night?
You're the dumbass.
What about third night?
Why did you
Third night I
say
saved
Kalimbi?
Ginger.
Why didn't you say Kalimbi?
Third night I saved Shab.
You went for the meta play instead
Wait,
of
who
saving
did
the
you
cop.
save?
I love Kalindi. I actually am really happy he's here at the summit. I saved Kalindi night 2, so I couldn't save him when he came on his call. I wasn't allowed to.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what?
I wasn't allowed to save Kalindi after he came on his call because I saved him the
He
previous
saved him the
night.
previous night.
That's why he died.
Alright, so if you're trying to motion to kill me,
Dude, he
think about who Toph is tight with.
No.
Think about who Toph is tight with. Because right now there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And think about who's buying this wholesale. There are 8 people. At most
If
there
we
are
kill
2
them both,
mafia.
guaranteed mafia.
At most there are 2 mafia. If you kill me
That's true.
and I'm town, wait, chill. 8 people. If you kill me and I'm town, then it goes down to 7 people. Mafia kills 1 more. It's gonna be 6. It could be 2 mafia left, right? And so it ends up being
Bobby.
2 mafia, 4 towns.
But you
Is that
said
how the
2
math
mafia
works
left.
out?
We killed Aiden.
If
He
they're
was
both
confirmed
fucking
mafia.
mafia,
Yeah,
this is
there's
the most
Bobby.
god
two
tier
to
play
1 mafia
in the
right now.
history.
Okay.
And so if
Alright.
you kill me, I'm straight up the medic. Toph's coming out saying that he's the medic and he's got some convenient defense for why he didn't kill Kalindi.
Okay, wait. I need to say
Mine
one.
was stupidity.
Bobby,
I say one.
why'd you save me instead of Kalimbi?
Because I thought you were gonna die. You're confirmed town.
You went for the meta play.
It was between you
He
guys.
wasn't confirmed town.
Oh yeah, when
that
I
night.
No,
Me and Bobby had a talk.
no,
I was.
Can I go? Can I just go?
Confirmed town.
Me and Bobby had a talk about this exact
Oh, okay.
situation yesterday in the van, and I told him, listen, man, if you're the medic, I really feel like the play, or sorry, if you're the mafia, I feel like the play is just to drill down on the cop, like, and basically don't play mind games with the medic, right? So in other words,
Then why are
I
you playing
convinced you that the right. What?
Then why are you playing?
No, that's what I'm saying. He's saying he wanted to play mind games as the medic, and he didn't save Kalindi. I'm saying I couldn't. I defended him the night before he came out as cop. That's why I couldn't save him. He doesn't have a reason.
You two are being.
Who'd you save every night?
They're being way too
Who'd you
calm
save
to
night 1?
counterclaim each other.
No, dude.
Something's off.
Who'd
here.
you
I
save
defended.
every
I
night?
saved Mango night 1. I saved Kalindi night 2, and then I couldn't save Kalindi after he came out as
Who'd you
cop.
save night 3?
Night 3, I saved you.
I have one question for the both of you.
Who'd you say night 4?
I don't think there was a night 4.
Nice.
There wasn't.
Was there?
Trick question.
Was there?
I don't think
It wasn't
there was.
a night
No.
4.
Why'd you say
I don't know.
No, I don't think there was.
Night 1, Brandon. Night 2.
Why would you say me?
Kalindi is what he said.
Kalindi, night 3, SFAT?
Didn't literally everybody want to kill me?
Oh, there was 3 kills.
There wasn't a night 4, goddammit. Night
there
4
wasn't a night 4.
question. The only
Are we
reason
just being idiots?
I believe Toph over Scar just because why would Toph come out and say he's medic?
Literally,
There's no
only
heat on
one of
him.
us has a
Wait,
reason that we didn't save
There's
Kalindi.
like
Bobby,
no good
Bobby
reason
didn't
why
have
you
a
would
good
come
reason
out
why
and say that you're
he couldn't save Kalindi.
There was heat on him, so he claimed the
Oh,
role,
Ludwig
but
also-
you have no heat on
You
you.
misremembered. You said I saved.
Guys, Ludwig died.
Ludwig died. There was another night.
There's 4 nights.
Wait, then who'd Bobby save all 4 nights?
I literally
Aren't neither of you guys the medic?
What the hell?
I literally like.
Stop. Give me your 4 saves right now.
Night 4, I saved Sean.
Give me your 4 saves right now.
I
Wait, then you
literally
just made that up.
You just picked me.
Scar.
myself.
No, I did not just bring you. Dude, I'm swear to God. Why would I come
I
back?
saved
Why
Shab
couldn't I
last
save
night.
Kalindi?
Wait, wait, shh.
And then the night that Kalindi died, I saved my big dude chilling.
And what were the 4? There's 4 saves.
How did neither?
I told you I literally have been sitting here this whole round, thinking about all 4 nights, and I swear to God, I don't even remember all 4
I'm so
kills.
confused.
I literally don't remember who died every night. I literally
But you
cannot.
can remember your
You can
saves.
think about it.
Okay,
You're
let's.
saying
I
neither of you-
literally don't even.
Why did
So Mafia, who did Mafia like kill? Right, like for
Yeah,
all
I
4
can
nights, I'm
remember.
trying to
Brandon?
crunch
Give me 10
the
seconds,
numbers.
I can
Wait, wait, wait. Brandon, night 1.
I can't.
SFAT, night
You remember
2.
shit?
Kalindi, night 3. Ludwig, night 4.
Ludwig was the
Bam,
last
that's 4.
Wait, Brandon night 1.
Brandon, night 1.
Yeah,
SFAT, night
night
2.
two.
Kalindi, night 3. Ludwig, night
Ludwig
4.
night 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can remember
Can
who
you talk
Mafia
down?
killed.
Can you
Four
talk down your
saves.
supposed thought process every night?
I want to hear
Night
both.
one, I
of
saved
them.
my
both Mafia? Oh,
Night
that'd be-
one, I
Why the
saved
fuck did I
myself.
come out as medic?
I forgot
Like,
about
I
the
quit.
SFAT.
I
No,
quit.
I forgot
I
about the
quit, yeah.
SFAT.
Yeah, I would quit.
Bobby's fucking Mafia.
Are you
Bobby's
are you guys
fucking
both Mafia?
Bobby's super duper Mafia. Bobby's
That
super
would be
duper Mafia.
insane.
Only one of us is a good reason they couldn't save Kalindi. Bobby didn't even
Mango
think
has
about that
something
when
to
he
say.
came out as
Here's
medic.
something.
He didn't
I
even
wanna-
have an
anyway,
answer.
that's my defense.
And when
Mango
he
has
woke
to
up
say.
that
I'm
morning, he
hoping
said,
you're
"Wow, the
Mango.
medic's
I'm
done."
hoping you're done.
I'm gonna believe Scar
Wow.
I
You guys
don't.
are throwing.
because, like you
Mob
said,
too.
he
You
was
guys
being
are
weird.
throwing.
He was being weird.
No,
It's
what's
because
wrong?
it's because he was a power roll, which is why I
No,
think he's being
literally, only one of us
Why
is a
you
good
freaking
reason
out?
they
I
couldn't
didn't
save
know why.
Kalindi.
Relax.
We gotta do something.
So what I'm saying is Scar was being weird because it was happened the other day when I was with Oscar and I put heat on Oscar wrongly, and he was being weird and I thought he was being weird because he was a power roll. And somebody, I don't know who said it earlier. So I think the power rolls you act weird because, especially you don't
I
really
get
get to
that.
practice as being a medic or a cop. Like it's just it's a little more weird. You
Yeah,
know?
I get that.
Are
So
you
I'm
both
believing
Mafia?
Scar.
No,
He also
doesn't make
keeps
sense.
looking.
I'm not
Are
Mafia.
you-
Toast Mafia.
Scar also keeps looking at me and like that stern, like you got my back. Like so, if he's playing me, he's playing me. I know you guys probably. I know a lot of you are sussing me. So I will go down with the
Me?
start. I will go down on the
Me
star
too.
shit.
bringing
Us
yourself
three
up?
need to pick
Why are you
someone.
bringing
I
yourself
won't
up?
Huh?
Why are you bringing yourself up? No one is even talking about you. Why are you saying people?
No, I've had a lot of heat on me. What are you talking about? Shab, hold the fuck up. I thought you
He
wanted
has
to
had
talk.
quite a bit of heat
Mr.
on him.
I'm on the head all the time.
No, he's gonna give it to me. But
I think you're being a little defensive. Scar's just chilling. Again,
Scar's not chilling.
Bro, we have a counterclaim. One of these guys has to die right now.
I know for a
That's
fucking
what I'm
fact he's
Scar
Mafia.
is just the way he's looking at me.
100% Mafia is one of these
I
people.
know, like I said, a lot of you have accused me. I've had a few people, like even Shab.
Even if you
accused
kill me, just do the math and think about it.
Oh, wait,
I'm
wait,
giving you
wait.
guys 2 minutes.
Let me
Okay,
have
thank you.
before you guys talk.
I'm
gonna give it to you right now. I just need to hear this. I need to hear this.
Okay, yeah.
If us three are almost certainly confirmed in town,
Yeah.
if we do kill both of them, then as long as we whittle down to us three, the game's over.
The numbers game still works, yeah.
Yeah.
that's okay. That's why I want to say, Mango. Do you agree that we should just kill both of them?
Yeah.
Then we get a confirmed
Then there's
Mafia
one
kill
Mafia
for
left.
sure, and it's just better that way.
I think if we gather nothing else, we should kill both of them.
I don't know what
the way
else we're gonna
Scar's
gather
looking-
at this point, though. Like, is someone gonna come out as vigilante or some shit? I don't know. Like,
I'm in
what
line,
else
I'm in
is
line.
gonna
If you're
happen?
in town, you should
Yeah.
agree with this. This makes
But
too
like-
much sense.
Toast Mafia.
This makes way too much sense. Kill them both.
I don't know. I think we just kill them both.
Yes.
I save people at night.
Toph.
I don't think you should kill us both. I think you should kill him.
Okay, see that's weird.
I think you're. This is what we should
If
do.
you were town right now, you would agree to kill them both.
One. Here's the thing. I think what we should do right now. I think that's a good plan if nothing else comes up. But I think what we should do right now is me and Scar should both walk through our thought thought processes for what we did each night, and whoever makes more sense.
Then I have one last question.
Go ahead.
Who did each of you guys save last night?
I saved Shab last night because.
And who did you save?
I saved Shad.
That's not what you said last time.
It is.
You pointed at me and then you.
No, I saved Shab last night.
So that being said, if both of you guys
That's
did
literally
not
what I said.
Scar, if both of you guys didn't save other people last night, that means both of you, if one of you is medic, will save yourselves tonight. Meaning, if anyone tries to kill you, you shouldn't die tonight. Correct?
I will not die tonight.
I mean, unless we want to pick somebody else. So
Now
we
I'm
could
leaving
die.
Toph. He knows for that's what I
will
mean.
not die tonight.
He can't die tonight if you chose someone else.
If
It
you're
would have
Mafia,
been
you
30
can't
seconds,
die
guys.
overnight. So we
guarantee
should actually
you
agree
I'll
to save
die.
somebody else.
Pass that to Rishi.
Rishi would be the
Right?
first.
Actually, if
so
you're Mafia, you
fucking
can't die
logic.
overnight.
I just want to say it's not unreasonable for them to both be Mafia. Because
that would be the biggest.
I mean, it's
Why did I come out as
I mean,
medic?
it's stupid thing.
Rishi, why did I come out as medic as soon as he started
Why did
looting?
you?
Because I'm the medic. If I was fucking Mafia, I wouldn't have done it. And only one of us has a good reason we couldn't kill.
He wants to
Oh,
kill
you
me.
were against the wall.
Guys,
You
guys,
were
wants
against
to
the
kill
wall
me.
when you admitted it.
I was big chillin'.
Medic shouldn't
And I feel
reveal
emotional
because
about it
medic
because
is
I
the
now
one
have a
who saves
confirmed
every night.
Mafia.
If you are medic, you should be fine because you're going to be safe tonight again, right?
5.
And only one of us has a good reason they couldn't save Kalindi. I couldn't do it because I saved him the previous night.
numbers game.
Bobby didn't even talk about it. You guys are all
Kill Scar.
Emotional Scar, I second
I
because
agree
we need
with
to kill them
Scar.
both.
I agree with
Guaranteed.
Scar.
I don't care if we lose the medic. Fuck it. We need to kill them both.
Yeah, I second the motion.
One of you two is
Motion's
Mafia.
already live.
Seconded.
Yeah, the motion was already live. There's-
All right, heads
I just
down.
gave my defense.
That was a long defense. Heads down. We are voting to kill Scar.
This town's bullshit.
We need 5 votes to kill Scar. If you would like Scar to die, raise your hand. Heads up. Scar's dead.
All right.
Mango didn't vote Scar. Remember that.
I said I was Team Scar.
I know you were. You were trying to protect your team.
Eric, put your head down.
Late night show's canceled.
All right. Mafia, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Mafia, heads down. Detective, heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective, heads down. Medic, heads up. Who would you like to save? Medic, heads down. Vigilante, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Vigilante, heads down. Everyone wake up, and I mean everyone. No one
I saved $100 last night. Fuck yes.
What?
I saved $100 last night. That was the fattest play of my life.
Someone shot me. You are medic. You are town. We are town.
The medic is
Us-
alive. It's me. I saved
Stop,
$8
stop,
last
stop,
night.
stop, stop, stop.
1000%,
All right.
dude.
I saved
I
$1
knew it
last
because
Fuck yeah.
no one would
Dude,
counter
that was a crappy fake claim because if you fucking are medic, you know who you
There is
saved.
one-
You
that
can check
confirms-
the
That being said,
Yeah.
I literally forgot there were 4 nights. I forgot I saved you. It's actually way harder.
Yeah,
dude,
but
I
you knew
literally
the first
forgot. I was
three
like,
on
oh
lock.
shit.
He had to think about the
All
first
right.
3.
Good. All right.
I
this is
kinda
all
did too.
making
That's why I
sense.
said it's actually kind of
You
hard.
defended Scar hella hard.
Okay,
dude.
you guys, there's one Mafia left.
Yeah,
There's
there's only
fucking 6 of us.
I
All
just got
right.
it
If we
back.
lose this, we fucking suck.
But there's like no way.
I feel like
All right.
public enemy number 1 is right here.
Now, I will target the 2 most next accused people, and I'm going to ask them if they're okay with this. The 2 next most accused people, now that we know you're okay, we know you're okay, I pretty much have you there. Actually, you're accused too, but apart from that, you 2 were accused the most. Are you 2 okay with dying for the sake of the town to make sure we win?
Of course they're gonna say yes.
Then we kill them both. Game's over.
Shab, $100 a mirror, 100%.
It's 3-1. We win.
Yeah.
Are you guys cool with that? And who volunteers to die first?
And I didn't save myself last night, so I could save
Do you
myself.
volunteer to die
Mango
first?
That can is that like 100%?
100% win because
Yeah, it's the numbers.
Yeah.
obviously.
I
Oh,
Yeah.
What is it?
If you want to kill me for the town
6,
first,
7?
because I think Rishi's more valuable, so I'll die for the town. I know I defended Scar. I just kept looking at me. It's not really. I didn't really use logic or
I
anything.
feel like
Mango.
Garen's
Certain way he
motion on
looked.
Mango. I'm not gonna say
Scar.
shit.
Shab, you're out as town, and you've been sussing him the whole time. That's the only
Yeah.
reason. Like, and that's weird.
And he was defending Scar the whole time.
I just said that was my reason.
Yeah, no, I'm down
For the town, you can kill me.
I think it just
Let's-
makes more
let's
sense to
let
kill
the
Mango.
day play out. and
Because
then we'll
you
motion.
were
But I
defending
feel
a
like
Mafia the
Scar's
whole time,
feelings
and we
right
figured
here.
out that it was Mafia.
Yeah, but
It
you think
just
I'm
makes
so
more sense.
next level
Toph,
that I'm
and
Mafia
if you
that I
saved
was
me last
defending
night,
Mafia
as long
and
as
I wouldn't vote
2
to
of
kill
us 3 are
Mafia.
allowed to
I
get
think
over.
you're sick.
Right?
Yeah.
As long as me, you, and Shop are
Because we
alive.
kill who?
So Juan.
These two, and then
Yeah,
I guess
I mean,
Axe
like,
third, and then
Yes.
Yeah.
one of, like obvious. I mean, I fucking outed Aiden. I don't know what else I'm going to say.
So Juan,
It's
like you are, I mean, you're right. This game is won as long as
This
as
game
long
is
as
won.
not,
Yeah,
we're not
that's it.
idiots.
Notice-
So
notice-
like,
don't
yeah,
know.
like.
Notice how
this game's
listen,
over.
Listen.
At least it should be, unless someone's a crazy man.
Toph, let me.
The thing is, you're probably gonna die.
Chad, well, hold on,
I
hold on,
didn't
Chad,
save
Chad.
myself last night.
He didn't
I
save
know.
himself. He didn't save himself.
But
He's fine.
you might not save yourself tonight.
I might not.
Okay.
How would I do anything?
Look.
I want to
wild
fuck
man.
All right, we have a lot of great things here. Notice again, when I asked each of those two, both of them were initially silent as to wanting to die for the sake of the town. Even though if you were town, you would agree this
You'd be
makes
like, fuck
100 fucking % sense. You had a guaranteed cop out in a guaranteed town. You have a guaranteed medic proving that I was alive, and you had a guaranteed target on me. So think about who would kill me if it was said Mafia town, because I was outing a lot of people. I really, really want to motion these two in order. And if I'm wrong, fuck me,
I
great.
feel like it's these two, then Axe.
And then X, and then.
Unless Ginger's the fucking.
I would have to be some
alive.
crazy mastermind.
I don't.
Alright,
no offense, but I don't have that. I don't have that.
I'm not.
Yeah, Ginger would be insane if he's Mafia. But I mean, this seems pretty obvious. Like,
I think
kill
it's over.
Mango, kill Rishi.
Yeah.
If you want to, you
And
can
I
kill me
think we win the
next.
game.
I think it's over. Yeah.
And then, I mean, as long as you are
Are
alive,
alive.
which I think that's guaranteed,
Right.
then is it not?
Mafia can still kill us.
Oh, is that not guaranteed? Wait.
Mafia can kill all three of us.
No, guys, let me play it out for you. If we kill one of them tonight, one of us three dies, and then as long as the other one's dead the next night, the game's over. And he's alive guaranteed.
It's not full guaranteed. Whatever.
Unless
Let everybody talk.
Unless we're completely fucking wrong.
I don't think it's
There's
mathematically.
always.
Yeah, we'd have to be crazy.
I'm not okay with dying because I'm actually down.
You always would be okay with dying, though. I feel
I
like.
would.
So what's different now? You know,
I'm down.
the math
and
is right.
The math is right. I don't know shit about math. I failed algebra 1 3 years in a row.
Okay.
So math means nothing to me. And I'm saying that like I don't know how to convince you guys that I'm town. The fact that I lived this long again is weird. So I think whoever's Mafia has literally been using me as bait. I think it's very obvious.
Well, it's actually not weird at all though, because Mafia has every reason to kill
3 minutes
confirmed
till my
town
time.
over you. It's not
I get
worth
it.
killing.
I get it looks bad for me. And if you kill me, I'm gonna let you guys know after you're gonna be wrong. Especially you, because you've been hard on me all game.
Why were you Team
And
Scar?
absolutely
Why were you
wrong.
Team Scar and not Team
That's
Gold?
true.
The way he was looking at me. That literally no logic. I just used the way he looked at me. And if he fooled me with his looks, then he. It got to me. That's
But do you
all.
agree with the logic of town winning this game with what Hungry Box said?
Yeah.
I think if you're town, you fuck with that plan heavy.
Like, even if
that's
it's just
so
like-
silly.
even-
Yeah, but I'm so town that I shouldn't die.
Yeah, but like,
How about look,
even
look,
if it's
look.
like me and
That'd be
Rishi.
crazy. So
I'm so town that I don't want to die.
Guys,
That's not Mango. That's not you.
Yes, I
trying.
remember,
He's
bro.
trying.
Guys, the problem is that in this calculation that we're making, we're assuming that someone we're killing is Mafia.
We're
And the
assuming that
people
H-Box
are not
is right.
confirmed town.
Because I fucking outed Aiden. Because KGH outed him. Because
Yeah,
fucking he saved me.
some
It's proof.
crazy- yeah,
It's
yeah,
proof.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
literally.
it's literally.
I'm definitely town.
We
There
have
would
a
have to be
moment in
some
the kitchen, and you're
crazy
gonna throw
shit
it all away.
happening.
And
Like
you
you
said,
and
you
Hungry
said,
Box are
you know, you
actually
said,
on.
then you said, I got my eyes on you,
Yeah,
mister.
that's
I'm
all.
definitely
Yeah,
town.
that's
No, you.
Still, like the only
You
thing
guys-
I'll
whatever.
say is it's
I'm
not
over it.
guaranteed because one of the three
I'm
confirmed
2
towns,
minutes. You guys are
Mafia
so
will kill.
God.
Right.
Yeah.
Most likely.
So if the medic
Unless he has
doesn't
another
guess right,
question.
and
So it's not like super guaranteed.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm just saying that.
Wait, wait, Shab,
it
Shab.
just makes so much
But it
sense.
is though. It is
I thought it
guaranteed.
is guaranteed.
No,
Like,
KJ was
Is
cup.
it-
You're
is it
fine.
guaranteed?
He's medic. He saved me. It's proof. He outed himself. This is like 99%
So-
certainty.
no, I mean, like,
So
I'm
focus on
down,
these
I'm
three.
down with the order. I'm down with you.
All right.
Okay, look. I'll go ahead. You guys want to say.
all right, so go ahead.
So okay, who's confirmed town? You.
Me, Shab, him.
Him.
It has to be. And Avery's like fourth most.
I don't know what to say, but I'm so fucking town that if we guarantee us 4, and we kill, it's one of these 3. I promise you. I swear.
Wait.
There is no way that you're
Stop.
If you're Mafia, that would be insane.
I'm willing to be wrong here.
There is no way.
I'm willing to be wrong here. My gut feeling is way too strong. I'm wishing to kill Mango.
Yeah,
I
I
have
agree.
to. If I'm wrong, I'm
Mango-
cool.
Mango's dead,
I'm
fuck.
cool with it. I'm so fucking cool.
Man, I'm sorry.
All right.
Defense or no defense?
You guys are fucking stupid. I'm with Scar on this one.
Yeah. All right, everyone, heads down. Need,
Just
form
remember, it was one of those 3. It was. Wait, my defense
Wait, what-
is.
defense, please.
I'm so town. Obviously, you guys don't believe me. You're all gonna kill me. Fuck you, Sheb.
Damn, he's getting his shots.
It's Rishi. Like, apparently, he saved you. That makes sense. So it's Rishi, Axe, or Ginger.
If you're gonna kill Rishi, that's fine.
That's
that
next
makes
order.
sense.
That's next order.
So kill one of those fucks. If you believe the situation, and we win.
As long as you're cool with us killing you first to do that.
Yeah, but you guys know.
It has to happen.
But just because I'm so just one of those three.
Okay.
That's all.
All right, everyone heads down. 4 votes kill Mango. Raise your hand if you'd like him to die. Everyone votes yes. Mango is dead. Heads down. We're going to nighttime now.
Okay.
It's nighttime again. Hooray. Okay. I winked at the camera. All right. Mafia, heads up. Who would you like to kill? Mafia heads down. Detective heads up. Who would you like to check? Detective heads down. Medic heads up. Who would you like to save? Medic heads down. Vigilante heads up. Who would you like to kill? Vigilante heads down. Everybody wake up except Shab. Shab died.
Good. All right. This is GG's.
All right, wait.
One, two. There's two of us.
One thing I need to say.
Okay.
One thing I need to say right now.
What do you say?
I saved myself last night.
Perfect.
Here's the thing.
Save it next?
Yes.
Yeah.
1 second. 1 second. Just 1 second. I saved myself, and my reasoning I saved myself, I was thinking about saving Shab, but I settled on myself because, well, one, I'm the medic, but two, I figured if Mafia wanted to guarantee, like, to kill one of the 3 guaranteed town, and they didn't want to go for me, so they wanted to make the play, basically betting that I wouldn't save myself, I was like, they would go for H-Box, because they know I saved him last night.
So you couldn't save him again?
I couldn't save him again, they would go for H-Box.
Right. Oh, that
Which
is
means...
Huh?
Oh, you just realized that.
Yeah, that's kind
of... Rishi's smart enough that he would have realized that.
Rishi is a fucking genius.
Axe just realized that.
What?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying.
You're saying that Rishi's Mafia?
I agree.
It's a very roundabout way to go to saying.
Listen, I've been saying from the fucking get-go, Mango, then you, then you, then you, then fucking me, then you. Like that's like.
It makes sense.
That's the game. It's just weird to
Okay,
me.
I guess what I'm getting at is like, who out of these 3 would not have realized that if they wanted to kill a confirmed town and know for sure they were getting away with it, they should have gone for you? Does that make sense?
They went for me last time. You saved
It's like
me.
just normal. It's like option. It's like mutating
Yeah,
stuff.
it's option select.
Exactly.
All right. Let's not overcomplicate it. Again, use facts. You will
Axe
not-
just realized that. He was like, oh, like he just realized that.
You know, I'm still confused, but I think we should kill Rishi.
So this feels.
Did you just realize that?
I'm not fully grasping what you're saying. Are you saying that?
So
because
basically,
of
last
this-
night, one of 2 things are
Your
going to happen.
town,
I'm
right?
either going to save one of the other confirmed
certainly
town, or I'm going to save myself. Myself is the safe bet. That's what I ended up doing. I was like, fuck, I'm going to save myself. Mafia, then, if you're Mafia, you're thinking, okay, either I can go for Toph, assuming he's going to make a play and not save himself, or I can go for one of the confirmed town and get a more guaranteed kill. But they could get a guaranteed kill by killing H-Box. I saved him last night.
That makes sense.
That was a guaranteed kill. So you just realized it too. Okay, fuck, that doesn't help us because I was
you're
betting on Richie.
pretending to be surprised.
Look, status quo.
No.
Right?
No. What I'm saying is like he wouldn't pretend because like him pretending to be surprised would be him being whatever. Go ahead.
Don't we just kill him? I don't know.
It's not like it
I
matters.
really
though,
think
'cause-
like again, if you played this well the whole time, like I love that logic. I can see to you for outsmarting me that bad, but I'm still going with the plan. I say we killed Mango and then Rishi and then Axe.
So
and the game's over.
So I just want to point out. So I'm always down to play the numbers game in Mafia, but I played the numbers game overly naive the very first time that I played Mafia, and I was saying like, all right guys, like go ahead, we can kill me now, and then we'll kill him this order, and then town will win, guaranteed, and town lost.
Except we might say it's naive this time, but now, my friend, we have big facts. We have facts
here's
besides
the thing.
Because the odds again. Play the odds game as well. I know you like stats.
Well, let him finish. I'm very curious what he has to say.
So, I am now a little bit suspicious of you.
Of me?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it'd be insane.
No.
Galaxy brain plate. It would be crazy because like
literally.
But the thing is, the only reason.
This is a weird deflection. I'm gonna call that out right now. You're deflecting far as fuck, and me of all 4 people is a really bad move.
I'm giving you the next step after I explained my strategy.
Bro.
But,
But 1 second.
Yeah.
But wait, he's like
Where's the
he's
monitor?
down because you saved
I
him,
saved
right?
him.
Yeah, you saved him and he didn't want
No,
to
wait,
die.
I still want to see what Rishi has to say. Can we,
Is Mafia allowed to target themselves? I'm asking for.
No, Mafia.
That means
Okay,
for
well
a
then
fact-
He's
move.
fucking
Done. No, that's
100%
done.
down.
Okay,
It's done, yeah.
Wait. I just want to hear what he has to say.
I think
Either we're both.
Oh no,
alive
he's
or
dead.
We're both
He's
Mafia.
dead. I agree with you guys. He's dead.
Then
But I
don't-
still want to hear
Which
what he
would
has
have
to
meant
say.
Bobby was
No,
the
you
medic, which he
don't, because
wasn't
you convinced
because
me
the
otherwise.
save happened
You
after he
understand?
died.
Oh yeah, I
This is
get
the
that.
point
I get that.
of
I'm more curious.
right now,
Okay.
I'm 100%. Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
I am.
No,
You're so
I
fucking
get
talented.
it.
He's dead.
I get it. And
He's
before,
I need
wait,
to
and
explain-
before
I
we
need to
kill him,
explain
I
this
just
to
want to
Rishi.
say,
Yeah.
make sure to save
Oh no,
Hungry Bucks
I got
tonight.
it. I got it.
Make sure to save Hungry Bucks tonight
Oh, yeah.
because
No.
you're gonna lead everyone to victory. Okay, so make sure to save.
I'm just like, I'm fucking dead as soon as possible. Again, you saved me for a fact. A scar against the wall said, I'm medic! And then, of course, right?
And
you
then the
didn't
save
have to.
happened afterwards. The
And
save
then you
happened
said, you are so
Yeah.
proven
Yeah,
medic
yeah,
at this
yeah,
point.
Also,
100%.
Slime. If any of you missed this, Slime just said Mafia can't target themselves. The
Right, so
only
you
way
would-
that could have happened is if Hbox was Mafia.
Yeah.
And he
was if
tried to
Hbox
kill
targeted
himself,
Oh,
and then
by the
was
way,
betting
yeah.
that you would save
No,
him or
Exactly.
something
By the way,
crazy.
And you
Is-
can't.
yeah.
You literally can't. It's against the
It would
rules.
be way
Is
farther.
Vidge still in? Is Vidge here? No Vidge. No Vidge? Okay. I think this is very clear.
Yeah.
And you kill.
Like you can give a defense, but
I
I
second
like
it.
as long as
second.
There's a
I
second.
second it.
Yeah.
There's a second to kill Rishi. from
He's the
that.
priority. He's the priority right here.
Defense Rishi.
I mean, I'm town, and it's clearly we're gonna win if we kill us in some order. So if you're gonna kill me first, then that's fine.
Got it.
Cool.
Okay. Everyone heads down. Need 3 votes to kill Rishi. If you would like Rishi to die, raise your hands. Heads up. Down wins.
Fucking go! Oh my god.
Let's go.
I can't. We played,
Let's go.
We played that so well.
Sorry for
Dude, you were a legend, dude. Holy crap, you were a legend.
Was it you, Mango? You, Mango, Avery?
Power duo right here.
Okay. I did have an offense, by the way.
I know.
If I was
I get it
confused,
now.
because I brought it back to
Dude, I got it.
I knew it.
You didn't want to know how I stayed with you.
You're fucking.
I was thinking of what I wanted to win. But dude, you played like a legend.
I know. Wait,
Dude, you played like a legend. You played like a legend.
That night when I saved you,
No,
I saw Chili out of the corner. When I saved you, as I was putting my head down, I saw Chili go.
Hey everyone. Wasn't that nice? We all had a lot of fun, and Slime didn't mess up this time. Stay tuned. We've still got even more content coming for you next. Me and BTS Tyrone here. We have a couple of voicemails to go through, as well as while we do that, we're going to be setting up for the Scar and Toph show, late night edition. So stay tuned. Still more stuff to come. BTS Smash. See you soon.